It's time for Eufaula High football with Doug Applin, Keith Bryan, John Wayne Robinson, and Jimmy Simmons.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tiger Stadium in Eufaula, Alabama, where a big 5A Region 2 matchup happens tonight on Tiger Field between the Eufaula High School Tigers and the Andalusia Bulldogs. Both teams enter tonight's game undefeated in region play. Eufaula comes in 4-0 on the season, while Andalusia comes in 3-0, having played one less region game than the Tigers. The Tigers, the only team in region number 2, Class 5A, that has cinched a playoff spot so far this season, but they have higher aspirations from that. This tonight, a de facto region championship game. The winner of this game will have a leg up on the region championship. Of course, some ties could still come into play depending on what happens the remainder of the season, but this is a big one here tonight. Andalusia, a team with a lot of history and tradition. They were the 2022 Class 4A state champions. They are coached by Trent Taylor. He is a graduate of Andalusia High School, and he has a great record there at Andalusia. He has 106-34. This is 11th season there at Andalusia. Of course, Eufaula is coached by Coach Darrell Jernigan, player here at Eufaula High School, the quarterback of the 2006 state runner-up. Eufaula Tiger football team went on to play at Troy. A record setter at Troy, still holds 2 Sun Belt records as far as in receiving, as far as yardage and touchdowns scored, and also a Super Bowl winner in the NFL with the New York Giants. So Eufaula coached by Darrell Jernigan. But this is a big game here tonight. Tigers trying to avenge a 35-7 loss last year at Greenville. At Andalusia. That was following a big win at Greenville. Last week was a nice win here at homecoming, 42-7 over the Greenville Tigers. That was a game that the Tiger defense really came into their own. They held Greenville to under 100 yards total offense in that game, and that included the entire fourth quarter when the JV guys were playing. And Greenville scored their lone touchdown of the game on a 39-yard run. So that 39 yards was part of the 93 yards of total offense. So the Eufaula defense, outstanding job last week against Greenville. They'll need an effort similar to that tonight against a very talented Andalusia Bulldog team that last week defeated Charles Henderson 24-6 in Andalusia. So they already have beaten Troy. They have Catholic remaining on their schedule, but Andalusia having another good year as they normally do. Eufaula, of course, their only 2 losses on the season were to 6A opponents out of Region Number 2, Russell County, who is still undefeated and leading Region 2 Class 6A, and to Wetumpka. Wetumpka has won 2 games in a row now since defeating Eufaula a couple of weeks back. They played last night and were victorious. So
we don't want to get in one of those tiebreakers, but there's one good thing. The couple of teams that have beat us are having very good seasons. So far, Booker T. Washington, I think, is still undefeated. I know Russell County is. Wetumpka's turning around. I think they won last night. So they're doing well. And, Keith, I'm not sure I heard you talking about a little bit. I know I guess we could go ahead and put that up as we talk about region. But, of course, tonight, Eufaula would have a leg up. It'd have a leg lock on first place if they would win tonight. I guess there's really they couldn't lose first place if they win tonight, the way things shape up. But if they were to lose this game, here we go again. It seems like every year when it comes down to Charles Henderson, we're over there. They're fighting to get in the playoffs, or we're fighting for, seeding in the playoffs. And as you know, that's not worked well with us playing Charles Henderson. They've had our number the last few years. So circle this one tonight. We need to win this one tonight. But the Tigers are guaranteed a playoff spot, but from my understanding can be anywhere from first to third, depending on what happens. But if they win tonight, they're in at first place. And that's key, folks. We're looking at the way we've looked at the brackets, the way they're shaping up this year. You want to be in first place in our region the way the brackets fall this year. Stay away from those high-ranked Mobile schools as long as you can. And if you do got to play them, have them come to you.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You definitely don't. Number 2 in the region wouldn't be terrible, but you would play the 3rd-rated team out of region number 1 the first week. If you're the third seed in region number 2, you've got to go to the second seed in region 1. That's going to either be Viger or Williamson. Both of those teams are looking awfully strong so far this year. I think Williamson's given up less than 20 points on the season so far.
Williamson is averaging over 60 points a game. They've given up 14 on the year, 5 and 9 in 2 different games. But Keith, if you think about it, that 5, 2 of those points had to be given up by the offense, not the defense. So really 12 points on the year by the defense. Averaging just over 2 points a game given up.
Yeah, so you don't want to catch him early in the playoffs, nor Viger. We saw Viger last year in the second round of the playoffs here after the Tigers had gone to Beauregard and pulled off a very impressive victory, upset of Beauregard on the road. Viger Tigers just does not match up well with Viger last year here, but anyway, that's well down the road. But as we said, the Tigers can wrap up first place in the region pretty much so if they win tonight, because if they win tonight, even if they lost next week, they'd have one region loss. They'd have the tiebreaker with Andalusia, even if Andalusia wins out. Charles Henderson has already lost 2 region games on the season to Andalusia and to Catholic. So,
yeah, but if we was to lose this one and lose to Charles Henderson, we'd have 2 losses, and they'd have the head-to-head because of beating us. So.
That's right. So, and Catholic's only got 1 region lost at this point. So
yeah, that would be better for us if it finished three-way tie in that situation. So.
That's right. So anyway, I guess that's what could happen is if we're just playing a hypothetical game here, but if we did lose this game tonight, but won next week or won 2 weeks from tonight at Charles Henderson, we'd have 1 region loss. Catholic beat Andalusia. That's an if, but they'd have 1 region loss. Andalusia would have 1 region loss. So then it would go to I don't know where the tiebreakers would fall there.
That's where it goes to your non-common opponents. And that's why I was saying our non-common opponents, Wetumpka lost a couple of games earlier, but our non-common opponents, Booker T's a smaller school, but Russell County's a bigger school. You get more points for that. You get more points. You get a point for every win. And Booker T and Russell County is undefeated, so that's great for us.
And what about out-of-state games? Because I know this Andalusia team lost a game at Pace, Florida.
It goes as a win or it goes as a loss, but they take that school, take the population, and convert them to what they would be in Alabama.
I see. Okay, pretty interesting. So important, just kind of all these things we've said, just kind of let you know that this is an important game here tonight at Tiger Stadium.
Very much.
If the Tigers win, they don't have anything to worry about as far as the region's concerned.
It'd be the first region win in quite some time.
In a while, yeah. So anyway, we are counting down to kickoff between the Tigers and the Bulldogs. Still some 21 minutes before kickoff. We're going to step aside. And bring back more of the Lake Holmes Realty Lauren Streeter pregame show after this commercial break.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Camlocker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656. Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Back at Tiger Stadium, we're counting down the kickoff between the Tigers and the Bulldogs. 17 minutes, 40 seconds to go till kickoff. Looking around the region tonight, of course, it's Eufaula hosting Andalusia here from Tiger Stadium. Both these teams, of course, undefeated, as we already mentioned, in region play. Another big game taking place down the road in Headland as they host the Catholic Montgomery Knights. Catholic comes into that game 2-1 in region play, and Headland 1-2 in region play. So that's a big game for Headland tonight. If they were somehow to beat Catholic, they would both be sitting at 2-2. Charles Henderson also at 2-2 heading into tonight, but they are off. They will actually host Headland next week. So right now, these two teams are both undefeated. Like I said, sitting 1-2 in region play. Eufaula with a lead just simply because they played one more region game than Andalusia. But there's a 3-horse race for the other two remaining playoff spots between Catholic, Charles Henderson, and Headland. So Carroll is at Greenville tonight. So one of those two teams, Doug, will pick up their first region win of the year.
That they will, and I know who I'm pulling for, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure Charles Henderson is probably sitting in the stands here, or at least tuned in to see what they can pick up tonight.
That's right. And so looking at last year's game, and we'll kind of talk about keys to the game when we come back after the next commercial break. But Doug, the game last year, turnovers really played a big role in that with the Tigers, and then credit to Andalusia, they were able to capitalize on those turnovers with a big rushing night. But the first score of the game was a scoreless tie, and there was an interception return for a touchdown that put Andalusia in front.
I think that was the first game back from McCoy coming off concussion, and he didn't have his best game that night.
Right. So that was down in Andalusia, but Eufaula was coming off a big win the week before, shutout of Greenville on the road when we played everyone. That was the first action. We've already talked about it earlier this year, but that was the first action for Renfro as an 8th grader who starts on the offensive line this year. We're speaking of Jackson Renfro. He played in that game against Greenville last year as an 8th grader because the Tigers, shut them out and played a very complete game in that game. But the very next week went down to Andalusia and probably played their worst game of the season at Andalusia. Certainly the Tigers will need a better effort than they turned in last week or last year to defeat the Bulldogs here tonight at Tiger Stadium. But with the home field advantage, hopefully the Tigers will have momentum tonight and be able to pull off a victory tonight. We are counting down to the invocation and the national anthem, so we will step aside. You're listening to the Lake Holmes Realty Lawrence Streeter.
Let's go to the Sutton Heating, Cooling, Weather Report.
That's where I was going with that.
On the way out tonight.
This is Parkview Christian School. Good luck, Tiger. Tonight, the temperature is going to be 67. 67! Go, Tiger!
Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC, you get hometown service. Tanner Sutton and his team make you their priority. You can expect worry-free customer service from Sutton Heating and Cooling. Whether you're looking to upgrade your system or need 24-hour emergency service, Sutton is the name to remember. For your free estimate, call Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC at 334-695-7054. 334-695-7054. Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person when you need us most. Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
Back at Tiger Stadium, we're counting down the kickoff between the Tigers and the Bulldogs. Under 11 minutes to go here before kickoff. And now we'll talk about the keys to the game tonight. We already alluded to the fact that the Tigers gave up rushing yards to the Bulldogs last year. And I guess we'll do the Eufaula keys to the game.
Right.
Yeah, keys to winning for Eufaula. Of course, we mentioned that earlier. No turnovers. The first turnover of the game last year was a pick six. It led directly to points for the Bulldogs. They took a 7-0 lead. If I remember correctly, Doug, the Tigers were driving at the time, and so it was kind of an insult to injury because it was basically a potentially a two touchdown swing, and that with that turnover. It's important tonight. Of course, we caught some rain here in Eufaula earlier today, but it's a dry conditions here tonight. I was a little concerned that we might have a wet field or a wet situation, but balanced attack for the Tigers. The Tigers have been most successful when they're able to run and pass in some of the games this year. And we've had a couple of games, Doug, where we were just about completely balanced, 50-50 between passing and running. Of course, no penalties. The Tigers have been heavily penalized at times this year, and it's going to be important tonight the Tigers do not put themselves behind the sticks because it's harder to convert those 1st and 15s or 2nd and 10s when you have those penalties, those false start penalties and legal procedure penalties. And, of course, the big key is the one we say for last, is stop the Bulldogs' rushing attack. Last year, they were very opportunistic for the Bulldogs. They actually rushed for 340 yards against the Tigers last year. We talked about that being the worst game of the year for the Tigers, and it certainly was. But in the second, it was 21-0 at halftime, Doug. In the second half, the Tiger defense did a pretty good job adjusting, except for two big plays. They had a 68-yard touchdown run on the first play of the second half to make it 28-0, and then they gave up a 51-yard touchdown run later to to finish out the Andalusia scoring at 35-0. But the rushing attack. Now we'll talk about the Andalusia keys to the game. Of course, first and foremost for them, as well as everybody else we played this year, is they have to control, number one, Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright, the Tiger quarterback, has been outstanding both rushing and passing this year. He's had two 300-yard passing games. He had a 5-touchdown passing game this year. He's also had several rushing games over 100 yards. Of course, hand in hand with that is controlling Torian Slaughter. Slaughter has been very effective for the Tigers as another option in addition to Wright. And the special teams, we saw the special teams really play well last week. A couple of weeks ago, we had Andalusia. You really could probably put that on the special teams, that loss. So special teams will be very important in this game tonight. Andalusia has some good special teams of their own, and we saw them in the warm-ups, and they did a really good job. So now we're going to go down to
hey, guys, beautiful night for Tiger football tonight. We're here at the coin toss. Ref fixing to bring them together. We're coming here to introduce ourselves. We got permission to be all up in here.
All right, congratulations on being chosen as captains for your coaches and your team and your school. Remember, number one job as captains is make sure you and your teammates show a good example of sportsmanship. We understand that? Guys, I don't have to tell you how important the game is. Stay composed, stay in the game, decide on the field, okay? And the ladies girl, you get all the phone calls.
Tails is the call by Andalusia. Andalusia won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so the Tigers will start off on offense.
So Andalusia won the toss. They have deferred, so Eufaula will receive the opening kickoff. They'll be receiving it in the south end zone, so they'll be moving from south to north or right to left as we view the field from the home side. Captains tonight for the Tigers, Jarrell McCray, Zacharias Dinkins, of course, Cooper Wingate, and Rasheed Flowers. Now we'll do the starting lineups for the Tigers, and kickoff is forthcoming. We're back at Tiger Stadium, getting ready for kickoff. As we said, Eufaula will receive the kick and will be on offense to begin the game tonight. Eufaula comes out all red uniforms for the first time this year. Red pants, red jerseys, white numerals, red headgear. Andalusia maroon pants, white jerseys, maroon numerals, and white headgear. So as we talked about in the keys of the game, a balanced attack for the Tigers would be important because last year they passed for 157 yards, rushed for 59. So Tigers had a hard time rushing against Andalusia while giving up a lot of rushing yards. So the line of scrimmage is going to be vitally important tonight between these two in deciding this Region 2 Class 5A contest. Ball's on the tee. We've had the whistle. We're underway. Kicks in the air. It's going deep. It's going to come down to Jalen Wright at the 4-yard line. Wright bringing it up to the near sideline. He cuts back at the 20, at the 25, 30. He's in the secondary 35, cuts him back. He'll take it to the just shy of the 40-yard line, depending on the spot. But good starting field position for the Tigers as they'll be out near the 40-yard line. They're actually going to spot it right on the 40. That's where the Tigers will take over to begin play tonight.
Good starting field position for the Tigers, Keith, right off the bat.
Really, he walked down the 40, then he spotted it at the 39. So either way, good place for the Tigers to start. It'll be right at quarterback as he has been all season for the Tigers. He will be flanked to the left by Otorian Slaughter. It'll be this week's player of the week, Perry Denard, will be in the H-back position. He'll line up to the left side. Wright takes a snap. He's going to run a quarterback keeper straight at the middle. He's going to find the second level. He's going to have a Tiger first down and more as he takes it into Bulldog territory down to the 46-yard line. 15-yard gain for Jalen Wright, the senior quarterback, on the game's first play. So Wright has been the only player to touch the ball so far for the Tigers on the kickoff return and on the first play from scrimmage. Good way to start.
4-man front for the Bulldogs. Good-looking athletes up front for Andalusia. Number 5, left tackle for them. Just out of reach for Jalen that last time. He's a good-looking tackle.
Perry Denard in the backfield this time. He'll get it. Up the middle is Perry Denard. He'll take it. He's going to go ahead for 5 and more. He takes it inside the 40 now. Powell still moving. His helmet came off. And he's upset because he was about to come out the other side of that pile. But the helmet coming off stopped the play, but it's a big gain for the Tigers. It's going to be back-to-back 15-yard gains. He takes it down to the 31-yard line as
he's got to come out.
No, they're going to spot it back. They're spotting this way back.
Well, where they blew the whistle. He ran up in there, Keith, and he was running straight up. Linebacker lowered his head and put his helmet straight into Denard's chest. But the good news is it never slowed Denard up at all. Usually you see a linebacker drive somebody back on a play like that. But it was Denard that just kept driving.
Good-looking rushing attack so far tonight for the Tigers. 2 carries, 23 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Jackson in the backfield. I don't know that we've seen that this year.
We have not. Christian Jackson lines up at the left side. But it's going to be Jalen Wright keeping it. He's going to go forward, and he should have his first down as he got to the 35-yard line. He picked up 3 yards on that carry. Should be good enough for a Tiger first down.
A little slow getting up. He took a shot, but Jackson on the fake took a big hit also. First down for the Tigers.
So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of Andalusia. First possession of the game, 10-18 on a running clock here in the first quarter. It is Denard back in the backfield flank to the left. It's going to be Denard at right tackle. He's in the secondary. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score! Touchdown! Perry Denard from 35 yards out. The Tigers have scored with 10:04 to go in the first quarter. A beautiful opening drive for the Tigers. 4 rushing plays, 15, 8, 3, and 35 for the payoff. And the Tigers lead 6-0.
That was a great job. Every one of those big plays there, Tigers just made a seam, and he was able just to get out of the reach of the defenders and make a big play. That time, a great job just finding the seam, making something happen, and just beat Andalusia to the end zone. They line up in the swinging gate. Andalusia had actually went to a 5-man front on that play to try to slow down the run that was Eufaula was running right at them.
R.W. Wingate point after touchdown. Cooper Wingate kicks up. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 10:04 to go in the first quarter play, the Tigers lead 7-0.
And they came right over the center again, Keith. We had that a few weeks ago at Catholic, and we'll see if they keep an eye on that later tonight. But as important extra point in this game, in a game that you're expecting to be this close. All extra points are going to be important, but it did take the Tigers long, I guess, a minute and 56 seconds, and they put 7 on the board.
So Doug, that's a change we already see from the Tigers tonight. Is we've seen Denard run the ball some, but we haven't seen him run the ball from that halfback position. And he's a bigger back than Slaughter, maybe not as much speed, but he showed good speed on that touchdown run.
Well, I saw Coach Cornegate before the start of this game, and he said they had a few extra wrinkles and a couple of different things to throw at them. There we've seen Jackson in the backfield and Denard carrying the ball more. So already a couple of different things, but just handing it right up the middle.
The Tigers only ran for 59 yards last year in the entire game. They had 61 on the ground and 4 carries on that drive. Very impressive opening statement drive for the Tigers. Cooper Wingate with the ball on the tee. The senior will kick it away. 2 men back deep for Andalusia. They stand at the 10-yard line. Ball's in the air. It's going to go deep. It's going to come down at the 20-yard line. It's going to be a middle return. Number 4, who's the big play man for them, he is going to be kind of clothesline tackled down at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for Andalusia. We talked about the keys of the game for the Tigers is stopping the Andalusia run. Zarek Jones was the man on the return that time, the senior running back, number 4. He had around 200 of the 340 rushing yards for Andalusia in last year's game. So a big key for the Tigers to slow the Andalusia rushing attack down. 9:58 to go in the first quarter. Eufaula, as we said, leads 7-0. Andalusia in a very tight set to start off here. No one split. 3 backs in the backfield now, motion out of the backfield. Quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He breaks the tackle. He's going to go around left end, pick up 6 yards to the 41-yard line.
Ooh, did my eyes deceive me? A 5-man front for the Tigers that time.
You know,
had our hands on him in the backfield, just couldn't pull him down.
You know, we talked about, we never came out of that 3-man front against Headland. It might have been because we didn't want to show some of the things we were saving for this game here. 2nd and 4 now for Andalusia. Motion back across the formation to the left. Now we'll reverse back. It'll be a handoff to the back. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to tackle for a loss back inside the 40. It'll be a 2-yard loss to the 39-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down to 6 now for Andalusia. Good job by the Tiger defensive front getting penetration on that play.
On the first 2 plays, the Tigers only rushing 5 men. They're going against 6 and 7 on the offense. Good offensive line for Andalusia Bulldogs. But the Tigers are playing in their backfield. The quarterback did break the first play for 5 or 6 yards. But the Tigers are all in their backfield. We'll see what the Bulldogs have in store on a 3rd and 6.
Big Jackson Renfro lining up at nose tackle over the center. 3rd and 6. Handoff to the running back around left end. He is going to be close to his first down.
I think
depends
that
on the
second
spot.
effort probably got him there. He fell right at the last second. Fell forward, and he got to the line. So that's probably just enough. Good effort there at the end by the running back. We just got to wrap up. We're hitting them way behind the line, but they're breaking free.
Zarek Jones, the senior, as we said, the fine senior running back for Andalusia. He didn't have a lot to work with that time, but he picked up the 6 yards he needed for the Andalusia first down. 1st and 10, Andalusia from the 45-yard line. Clock rolling with 8:15 and counting here in the first quarter. First time they've broken and gone wide with 3 receivers wide to the right. They'll hand it off to Jones going left. He is hitting the backfield again, but this time the gang tackle, they're going to bring him down for a loss of 2, maybe 3 yards, depending on the spot. They're going to spot him at the 33-yard line, loss of 2.
So we may see here on a 2nd down and long. We'll see if they try to get a little bit of it or if they go back to the passing attack they had last year, Keith. 2nd and 12, the Bulldogs will be staring at from their own 43-yard line.
It is also a senior quarterback, Noah Curry. He's a 6'3", 178-pound senior quarterback. They'll break the huddle and send 2 men wide right. They'll have 2 backs in the backfield, including the quarterback, Curry. Curry will take it. He rolls to his right. He throws it in the flats. Good open field tackle by Jalen Parker, holding that to a very short gain up to the 47-yard line. So
he gets 3 or 4 on that little pass play there, but They still got a pretty good chunk here. 3rd and about 8.
So it is a 4-yard gain for the Bulldogs on that completed pass. But the Tiger defense already dug with 2 tackles for loss in this game. 2 2-yard losses out of 5 plays.
Yeah, we need to get them here. We don't need to get that front. We don't have a lot of guys to play up front, the big guys. We need to get them off the field, not too many consecutive plays out there.
3 receivers to the wide side left. They bring motion back inside. Curry looking to throw. He's going to throw it. It's tipped and nearly intercepted. It was tipped away by Nayland Murphy. It was tipped up and nearly intercepted by Jamarian Thomas, but it's an incomplete pass on 3rd and long, and the Tigers send the punt return team in. 4th and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Tipped by the Tigers and had a chance to intercept it. Pass was a little bit behind the intended receiver. Now, punting and place kicking, number 1's going to handle the punting here for Andalusia. We're not deep enough. He punts it pretty good. Their kicking team is pretty solid.
Good snap. Punter gets it away. It's a spiral that will not turn over. It hits at the 14-yard line. We fielded it 3 by Zyda Vose. I think he thought they were going to down it. They were covering it pretty good, but that ball might have made the end zone had he not fielded it. The Tigers are going to be backed up at their 9-yard line with 6:25 to go in the first quarter. But the Tigers do hold a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to get fussed at by one coach, and another coach may tell him, we understand. That was 6 1/2 dozen other. They were pretty close to being on top of it, but he made something positive out of it. The biggest thing is he held on to it and didn't turn the ball over.
It was a 50-yard punt that time by Andalusia.
It'll be 3 in a minute.
Wright takes it. He's going to hand it to Denard, who is going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He'll get 1 yard on the play.
He didn't get much there, but I'm going to tell you something I did notice. Their corners are crashing hard, Keith. They're outside folks, so look for the Tigers. I don't know that they'll do it backed up this deep, but they're going to try something deep here in a minute. And as I say that, we have felt more wind in this press box tonight than we have all year. So there's definitely some wind blowing down there at times.
So Wright has 2 receivers wide right, 1 split to the left, 1 back, Slaughter in the backfield with him. Wright takes it. He's running to the right. He goes off right tackle. He's going to have a positive play. He's going to be close to his first down, depending on the spot. He's up near the 19-yard line. They're going to come in. Looks like he'll be just short, maybe about a yard short of his first down. It'll be third and a yard. 8 yards on the game.
Yeah.
So it is 3rd down. They'll call it 1, but really just looking there, Doug, if you look through binoculars, I bet it's no more than 16 inches or so.
But we're taking a shotgun snap. And we draw them off sides big time. Good job there by Wright. He did something a little different. I'm sure Andalusia's probably going to know. Their coaches aren't folks at all, but he stepped forward when he called for the snap that time. He usually doesn't do that, but it was enough to draw Andalusia off sides.
So that is the 3rd first down of the night for the Tigers already. And coming off their goal line, they have a 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. First penalty of the night, 5-yard encroachment penalty against the Bulldogs. Tigers will come back. Torian Slaughter, the senior running back in the backfield flank to the left of senior quarterback Jalen Wright. Wright takes a snap. He will hand it to Slaughter. Slaughter slips through a hole, running hard to Slaughter. He'll pick up about 4 yards. They'll say they come in between the 33 and 34-yard line. So
he's going to pop out of there in a minute, Keith. There's one thing. Our Tigers are running hard. They're not bringing them down. They're just stopping the play. So good 4-yard gain there. Looked like he only gained a yard or 2, but our line's pushing them back.
Twin receivers to the right. 1 split left is Zyda Vose. Slaughter to the left of Wright, who takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw a pass for the first time. It's complete. Breaking in the open field is Perry Denard, who's already had a big touchdown run tonight. He takes it ahead for a Tiger first down to the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 19 yards on that pop pass to the H-back out of the backfield.
Well, good job so far coming out of the shadow of their goalpost. Tigers can have it 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. I like it when they keep it on the hash on this side, Keith. Real close to the coaching staff. They can make an adjustment, change a play if need be, rush folks in and out, catch them off sides. Like seeing it on the hash side close to the bench.
Pistol formation for the first time tonight is Wright takes it. He hands it to Slaughter. Slaughter running hard. He gets it into Andalusia territory down to the 48-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 5 on that play. So 2nd down and 5. Good, positive first down play to get ahead of the sticks. 3:40 on the running clock here in the first quarter.
Well, he marked it out about 7 or 8 there. He's moving it back a little bit now. I started to say our line's really pushing out, but good 5 yards there on the carry for the Tigers. 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Time of possession has to be big for the Tigers here in the first quarter.
We'll try to get that time of possession to you at the end of the quarter, but Tigers with a big advantage so far. 2nd and 5 from the 48-yard line of Andalusia. It's going to be Slaughter once again around left hand. Slaughter will have his first down as he takes it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's 7 more yards for Torian Slaughter out of the backfield.
Keith, I'm not sure if it's maybe it's just me, but it looks like Slaughter, Wright, and even Denard a couple of times. There's a quickness factor difference between these two teams tonight. I was worried about Andalusia being stronger and quicker, but so far it's definitely the Tigers that are the quicker team.
Tigers not going from the line, but they're not exactly huddling up. As you can see on the screen, they are kind of congregating about 5 yards off the ball and getting the play from the sidelines. 1st and 10 Tigers from the 41-yard line of Andalusia. Pistol formation once again has been effective on this drive. Slaughter will be behind Wright. It'll be Slaughter once again at left tackle. This time the Bulldogs with penetration. They bring him down for a yard gain. A whistle stops the
Helmet
play.
came off for Slaughter. They did a check out.
So is that Michael Callaway checking in at running back? Number 4? I believe that is. So it'll be 2nd and 9. First time the Tigers have been in a long yardage situation tonight. 2nd down and 9. They've really done a good job of staying ahead of the sticks till that play by the Andalusia defense holding it to a 1-yard gain.
Don't panic. Just keep running.
2:06 running clock here in the first quarter. It'll be Denard fumbled, and the ball. It's going to be a fight for the ball. Andalusia was there, but 2 Tigers were there. We'll see who comes out of the bottom of that pile with the ball.
Jalen Wright was on it if it doesn't get taken away from him down there.
Wright did recover the football. It was just a missed handoff between Wright and Denard. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9 situation. The Tigers actually lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10. They lost a yard on that fumble.
Yeah, just a little. Denard hadn't had that many carries this year. A little bit wasn't real smooth with the fake or whether to take it or keep it or pull it, and but not a spot you want to see the ball on the ground. But we live to fight again. 3rd and 9.5. Just we'll call it 10.
Andalusia with a 4-man front this time, kind of playing the pass more so. They have 3 men deep. It'll be Wright on a bootleg. He's rolling to his right. He throws it. It's intercepted. We have an interception. Wright's going to come back. He does not make the tackle. It's going to be a pick 6. For the 2nd year in a row, Andalusia will have a pick 6 against the Tigers. And the Tigers on the drive, it will be a potentially tie football game after this point after touchdown.
We had a guy take a shot right at the 20-yard line. I can't believe there wasn't a flag there, as it was way behind the flag. It was one of those blind shot flags. It probably wouldn't have brought it back or anything, but might have been on the kickoff or something. But just a good heads-up play. A lot of pressure on Wright that time, and the linebacker just stayed right there. He caught it, and it was Wright that's actually getting up slow on the play, and that's probably going to tie it up here.
It's actually Perry Denard.
Was it Denard? Yep.
So the Tigers have moved it from their 9-yard line all the way down to the 41-yard line of Andalusia before the Andalusia defense stiffened. Here's a point after touchdown is up and good, and we are tied 7-7. The 9-play Tiger drive that moved 50 yards. The Tigers already with 111 yards of offense, but we are tied at 7. They have a yardage advantage of 111-12 in this game, but yet we're tied at 7. That was a heck of an interception, Doug. I mean, he threw it, and that linebacker just I don't know if he has Stickum on his hands or not, but he snagged that one.
Yeah, and our offense tackles like our defense. It takes a couple of folks to get him down because we just had some arm tackles at him. We couldn't get it. 1 minute exactly to go in the first quarter, tied at 7 here from Tiger Stadium.
Tigers is 7 minutes and 21 seconds of time of possession here in the first quarter. Andalusia with 3:21. I mean, we talked about turnovers and keys to the game, Doug. That's a big one. The Tigers were -2 last year, including a pick 6. They're -1 here tonight, including a pick 6.
Yeah, but the Tigers are doing a lot of side-to-side. Not huge numbers for Andalusia. It is a cool night. You wouldn't think fatigue would come into play, but as many plays as the Tigers have already run, that'll be to their advantage later in this game.
Ball is going to be kicked deep. It's going to be Jalen Wright once again from the 4-yard line, right? Bringing it up the middle. He's going to cut back to the outside following his blockers. He is going to be tackled, though, on a nice tackle at the 21-yard line.
We got 3 folks out in front like a caravan of horses ready to pull a buggy, but they didn't block anybody. They let a couple of them get by, and that's who made the tackle on Jalen. If they could have just bumped him and put an arm on the guys, Jalen would have been off to the races there. But the Tigers will start better field position than last time, but backed up to their 21.
In a tie game, tied at 7, right? Has a Torian Slaughter flanked to his right. It'll be Slaughter up the middle. He's going to be stacked up for no gain.
Well, there's one thing. Andalusia's definitely made adjustments. I don't know if it's extra men walking linebackers up or what, but that play right there was a big yardage earlier. Tigers are going to have to go to phase 2 now. We'll look as Bernard is back in the game for the Tigers.
Eufaula with already 86 yards rushing here in the first quarter play as we are under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10. A blitz up the middle. They'll hand it to Slaughter. Slaughter's going to be stacked up right there at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play.
Yeah, Andalusia's getting a running start. You could get a free 5 yards anytime you wanted it. It might not be a bad time for it here, Keith, because I'm not sure Jalen, if they're going to just try to just bum rush him, he's probably needs a little bit of time to throw, but it'll be first play of the second quarter before he does. We'll be right back with more Eufaula High School football after this timeout.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest, most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank. We'll always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today at 230 South Eufaula Avenue in Eufaula, or in Clayton at 16 South Midway Street, or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Yeah,
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter systems designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful, durable finish.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Bryant says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
Back at Tiger Stadium, we have a tied game here as we head into the second quarter play. Andalusia, a pick 6 for the second year in a row, has tied this game. The Tigers had it 3rd and 9 at the Andalusia 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9, a long 9 here from the Tigers, just inside the 22. Wright takes it. He's going to throw a flare pass. It is going to be tipped up in the air. It's going to be intercepted again. It's going to be another pick 6. It was intended. It was a little bit high. It was tipped up in the air, and Andalusia has gone ahead in this ball game on the first play of the second quarter.
Well, we didn't, like you said, you could almost feel it that they didn't want him to have to put the ball up in the air, but good job by Andalusia to make sure they stop the run. And they're going to force the Tigers to throw the ball, so the Tigers better get used to it.
That was a situation where the pass was a little high, but it was tipped up by the receiver. Andalusia did a good job covering that wide receiver screen. And on the tip drill, he picked it off, took it 15 yards in, and Andalusia leads 14-0.
Well, we talked about Andalusia needing
14-7,
play out front and stay ahead. And so far they have, but it's not by their offense.
Andalusia's had the ball. We're in the second quarter with 11:53 to go, and Andalusia's had the ball exactly one time on offense for 6 plays, 3 minutes and 21 seconds, Doug, but they lead 14-7.
Yeah. All coming from the defense. So good news is Eufaula offense put up 21 points in the first quarter, or 1 play in the second quarter. Bad news is 14 of it was for Andalusia.
We talked about turnovers in the pregame. Boy, what a key is that. Tigers had 2 turnovers last year in the game. One of those was a pick 6. Tonight, 2 pick 6s in 12 minutes and 7 seconds.
I thought we had a fumble in that game early also that set up their second touchdown. So, it's kind of deja vu there, just a different place. But I don't know.
Very rarely will you see a team have 4 possessions to 1 possession for the opponent, but that's what we're about to see here. For the 4th time tonight, Andalusia will kick this football off.
Tigers have been close to bringing one back.
For the 3rd time.
We can get a block here. They were all sides, and there is a flag.
They will stop it. This time it was going to be Slaughter from the 10. I think they have made a change. I don't think Jalen Wright is back deep this time. It's Michael Callaway along with Torian Slaughter. And I don't know if they noticed that Wright's not back there, but they definitely did not kick it to Wright that time. What we could hope for, Doug, is possibly that this Andalusia defense would get tired because they have been on the field all but 3 minutes of this first half so far.
Well, like I said, I think that'll play into our factor later tonight, but we got to quit throwing them the ball, that's for sure. We just get a hand on somebody, we're hitting some seams, maybe we can bring one back here for 6.
It's going to be a pooch kick this time. It's going to come down to Slaughter at the 22-yard line. Slaughter looking to bring it up the middle. Very little blocking up the middle. He's going to cross the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's where the Tigers take over for the 4th time tonight. But, Doug, the Tigers have thrown 3 passes, and none of them hit the ground yet. Important possession for the Tigers here. Trailing by 7 here at home. 11:47 on the clock. 1st and 10 from the 32.
4-man front, 5-man front now for Andalusia.
Wright will throw a pass on 1st down. It is inside, intended for Zy DeVos. It'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was not the best pass, but it was a little off. But I saw the head official say that it was tipped. So that's probably why it didn't look like it was on target. A lot of confidence in the quarterback there to let him throw that over the outside of the defense, already having 2 picked back-to-back.
2nd and 10 from the 32. It'll be Wright keeping up the middle, and they just collapse on him. He might have gained a yard to the 33, but it'll be another 3rd and long.
Somebody else is going to have to step up and do something. We get Denard back in there doing something. Something's got to happen because right now the whole Andalusia defense knows to go to Wright. He's going to either be throwing it or running it right now for the Tigers.
Number 30 for Andalusia just selling out and blitzing from wherever he's at on the field.
2 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Slaughter in the backfield with Jalen Wright. He takes a snap, looking to throw. He's going to throw it. It's just a go route to Zai DeVos, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9, a punting situation for the first time tonight for the Tigers. But it's the first possession of the night for the Tigers that didn't end in a touchdown.
Yeah, that pass there was well out of bounds. I don't know if the wind had an effect on it. Nobody could get to that one to catch it.
Only a 52-second possession that time for the Tigers.
Looks like they're coming after it, Keith.
Adam Alvarez stands back to punt this away for Eufaula. Andalusia does step back a little bit, but they bring 7 on the rush. Alvarez takes a little while, but he's a missile shot for Alvarez. It's going to drive back. They did hit Alvarez. It was the Tigers covered at the 16-yard line. Now, Alvarez looks like he is shaken up on the play.
Well, if you remember earlier this year, he took a shot. It was at Catholic or somewhere. He did a good job of selling it, but he didn't sell it that long. We got to do a better job of tackling, too. We had the hands all on him down there to make that tackle.
Personal foul will give the Tigers a first down.
It is, yes. They lowered him pretty good. He's probably, maybe he was taught in acting class, you lay down there long enough till it's a personal foul, and then you get up. So let's hope he's okay. But the Tigers will have the chance to put some points on the board, hopefully for them. Or for us.
And that's a shame. That was the best punt, I think, of Adam Alvarez's career there, because that was 30 to the 16-yard line, 34 yards plus 17. That was a 51-yard punt, and all in the air.
He had a lot of pressure on him, too. They kind of came after it. It wasn't a huge rush, but they did load up that right side of their defense, and they had some pressure on him. Coach Terrell giving lineman 76 some last-minute instruction here before he goes out.
So 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, or 48-yard line if you follow. Wright takes it. He's going to hand it to Denard. Denard 1 yard to the 49.
The Tigers were just gashing them the first time or two they had the ball, and it went away in a hurry. I don't know what adjustment Andalusia made, but whatever it was, it's worked.
Of course, I tell you what, Doug, you never see it anymore. You know, I don't recall the Tigers running a toss sweep. That used to be a staple of the Tigers' offense. Just a toss sweep left and right. 2nd down and 9 here from the 49-yard line. Pistol formation now for Wright. He'll take it. He'll hand it off to Slaughter. Slaughter's going to be stacked up. He'll lose yardage back. Well, they're going to give him a generous spot here back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be yet another 3rd and 9 for the Tigers.
Keith, we may be in deeper trouble than I thought. That time, Wright on his read and his fake as he ran off. He's got a very noticeable limp going on back there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. He did not look good at all.
3rd and 9 from the 49-yard line. Wright calls for the shotgun snap. He'll take it. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw a pass. He has a man there. He had a man open for a touchdown. Zai DeVos. He overthrew him by a couple of yards. It would have been a 51-yard touchdown pass to the Tigers. Instead, it's going to be 4th and 9 in another punting situation. Good job by Wright, though, stepping up in the pocket. He had pressure coming around the sides. That time he stepped up in the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, delivered the pass. It was just a little high and off the mark. So another punting situation. Andalusia drops back Zarek Jones. He is the dangerous defender. He's the dangerous. It's going to be a fake. Tigers going to, oh my goodness. It's fumbled and picked up by Andalusia finally. The Tigers finally bring them down at the 23-yard line as they ran the fake punt.
Man.
We're going to try to run a reverse, Doug. It's just the Tigers' self-inflicted wounds here. Andalusia has played good defensively the last 3 series, but the Tigers have just, goodness, 4th and 9 there at midfield. The Tigers try a fake punt out of an unconventional situation. When you shift out like that, they know they're Eufaula. It'll be Andalusia. Toss sweep to the right. Jones. He'll go down on a nice open field tackle. That play will lose a yard back to the 24. Just a second possession of the night for Andalusia.
But if they could punch this one in, boy, that would really make a statement here.
So this is when roughing the punter penalty actually worked against Eufaula. They would have had Andalusia backed up inside their 20-yard line had that roughing the kicker not taken place. Handoff once again to Jones. He's going to stop and then go forward, and he's going to have a positive play back around the original line of scrimmage. Pick up a, call it, well, just 2-yard gain on that play.
Those yak yards after contact, Andalusia is really racking them up tonight. Tigers just got to do a better job of getting them on the ground. Big play here, 3rd and 10.
8:14 to go here in the first quarter. Big play for the Tiger defense. 4-down territory for Andalusia. Jones will shift over to his right. They're going to throw a penalty flag.
Play clock still had 8 seconds.
It's either Eufaula Tiger lined up offsides or there was movement on the Andalusia front. It will be movement. Movement by Andalusia. It'll cost them 5. It'll make this 3rd down and 15. So big play back to the 28-yard line. So it would be a 45-yard field goal from here if they throw an incomplete pass, Doug.
And earlier I thought the wind was coming from that way, so it would be into the wind. It doesn't appear to be much wind at all right this moment.
Andalusia has only attempted 1 pass thus far in this game. It was complete for 4 yards. Tight formation, running formation for Andalusia. They're going to run the toss sweep to the right. They're going to be stacked up in the backfield, and they go down for no gain. No gain. Good play by this Tiger defense. So 3 plays for Andalusia, no yards after the turnover on the fake punt. So 4th and 15 for Andalusia from the 28-yard line, the right hash mark for Andalusia.
I wonder if they call that play Red Rover, because that's what it reminded me of. Guys circling and doing a bunch of running round and round. As the game clock continues to roll, play clock's down to 20 seconds. They are getting the play from the sideline. Taking a long time here to decide what they want to do. I think they're going to take a timeout. They're just letting the play clock run down.
Well, Doug, let's go back to the Tiger offense. Andalusia is now selling out to stop the Tiger running game. That pass to Zai DeVos would have been a touchdown had it been accurate. So the Tigers need to look to go back to that sometime later in this half.
Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more Tiger football after this.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326.
Back at Tiger Stadium, where Andalusia has decided to attempt a 45-yard field goal from the right hash mark. 6:48 to go here in the second quarter. Andalusia leading 14-7. Here's the snap, the spot, kicks up. Kick's should fall short. It will be short. It hit about 8 yards deep in the end zone. But the Tigers will take over at the 20-yard line. In high school football, of course, a missed field goal. All of them go to the 20-yard line. So Tiger defense, Doug, does their job. They dodged the bullet there. It could have been 21-7. Andalusia, they had a short field at the 23-yard line. Andalusia still has only run 9 plays in this entire first half.
Yeah, if you're just tuning us, it's not the Eufaula defense. It's been the offense that has given up 2 pick-six touchdowns to Andalusia here in the first half. 14-7 Andalusia. Tigers with the ball 1st and 10 on the 20. Haven't been able to do anything since that second drive.
Wright drops back. He's looking to throw. He's going to be pressured. He throws it late. Avoids a sack, but it'll be incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
You know, I know Wright's taken some hard hits already tonight, but he just seems a little off. I'm not sure if he's banged up a little bit back there or what, but I still hadn't seen him. I didn't notice him going out on the field that time. Keith, I don't know if he's been instructed to stay in there and throw it or what, but some of those, when he steps up, you would normally see him take off.
So pistol formation for Tigers on 2nd down and 10. They went on the hard count that time. Andalusia flinched, but did not go into the neutral zone. 2nd and 10, Wright changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He will take the snap. He'll hand it to Slaughter, looking to come around the end this time. And the linebacker really covered a lot of ground that time as he brought Slaughter. It looked like he had some running room that time, but they closed quickly and held it to a 2-yard gain. It'll be a 3rd down 8 forthcoming for the Tigers. 6:20 in the clock rolling here in the second quarter. 14-7, Andalusia leads.
Yeah, Andalusia will get the ball to start the second half. We don't need to give it back to them and give them a chance to drive right before halftime. Number 12 just kind of sold out that time. Him and 30 were just kind of taking turns back there, just selling out and getting a running start. But a good play brings up 3rd and it'll take 8 to get a first down.
12 is a defensive back, listed as a defensive back for them, a senior. Wright looks, he throws a wide receiver screen to DeVos, but good tackling. That's one thing I've noticed from Andalusia, Doug. There's not been many broken tackles tonight by the Tigers, as that was complete, but only a 2-yard gain. They'll bring up another punting situation on 4th down and 5. Tigers haven't had a first down in a while now. They were picking up big chunks of yardage early. It was a 4-play, 61-yard touchdown drive all on the ground to open tonight's game. But since then, actually the last 3 possessions, Andalusia has stopped the Tigers without a first down. Alvarez to punt. This time not as good of a kick. It's going to roll, though. Take a big Tiger bounce. It's like a quick kick. It rolls inside the 20. It'll roll dead at the 16-yard line. So big kick, 59 yards, net punt that time from Adam Alvarez.
Take it every time.
And Andalusia will come out only for the 3rd time on offense with 5:06 to go here in the second quarter of play. Punting really can, in situations like that where you flip the field position, Andalusia probably was looking to get the ball up around there between their 40-yard line and midfield, and a great job that time. That he went on his best punt, but it was end over end and really rolled. So 5:06, it'd be nice to see a turnover for the Bulldogs. The Tigers capitalize on. From the 16-yard line of Andalusia. One-man split, tight formation again. High snap, they hand off in the backfield to Jones, and the Tigers are there in the backfield to force a 2-yard loss.
The Tiger defense so far done a great job.
That's the fourth.
Hit them in the backfield almost every time. Not bringing them down in the backfield every time.
That's the 4th tackle for loss already for this Tiger defense out of 10 plays. So the Tiger defense is picking up where they left off last week, Doug. It's just been the 2 turnovers that were converted directly into points. 2 pick sixes if you tuned in late. 2nd and 12 from the 14-yard line. Andalusia going to run it. Once again, no quarterback keeper, just a bootleg. Quarterback's in the secondary, and he may go. It's a foot race. Tigers going to close and take him down inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
7.
It was man-to-man coverage that time, and until he was 15, 20 yards down the field, no one from Eufaula realized the quarterback had kept the ball. They were keying on the running back Jones so hard that time. A 73-yard run. It was 2 big runs last year that really did the Tigers in the second half, but both of those went for touchdowns, 68 yards and 51 yards. That's a 71-yard run from the senior quarterback, Noah Curry. Good play call that time from Andalusia. Tigers are selling out to stop Jones. Under 4 minutes now to go in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 13 of Eufaula. They'll hand it off to Jones. He's going to try to hurdle, which is not a good idea. He slammed down hard, and they throw a flag, and I'm not sure why. Probably going to go against Eufaula.
Unless we grabbed a face mask or something, because we had 3 guys with their hands on him.
He jumped up in the air to try to hurdle. There were 3 Tigers there who just slammed him to the ground, but he's the one who decided to jump up in the air. They're looking towards Eufaula. That was a 1-yard loss on the play. Instead, okay, they hurdling against the offense. I did not know that was a penalty.
They started it years ago, but I haven't seen it called in forever. I didn't even realize it was still a rule, but apparently they don't call it everywhere because the kid from Jackson the other day had a highlight that they've showed all over the state for 2 weeks now, and he hurdled a player on a touchdown play, and they didn't call it in that one. So,
well, Doug, that's a huge play because that pushes them back to the 28-yard line, and now it's second down and 26 from the 28-yard line. Tight bunch formation for Andalusia with the clock running at 3:30. Curry going to run it, student body right this time. He's going to make the corner. He has a convoy. The pursuit will finally catch up to him, but it's inside the 10-yard line, down around the 7. Over 20 yards. We'll wait and see where they spot it down. Going to be the 6-yard line, it looks like, so that'll be a 22-yard run. The quarterback has 95 yards rushing on this drive.
See, we don't look good here in the first half at all. Now the defense has given up a couple of big plays. They were looking pretty good, but Keith, it's the defense out there. They haven't been out there much, but every one of them with the hands on the hips, they look tired.
3rd down 4 from the 6-yard line. Curry takes a high snap. He's trying to keep it again, and the Tiger defense is there to bring him down for a loss back around the 8-yard line. That play is going to be the 5th negative play forced by this Tiger defense here in the first half. They're going to bring the field goal kicker in.
And that makes for a tough angle. I mean, I know they got a field goal kicker that's a senior, and he's kicked since the 8th grade, but what a tough angle for him when it's all the way on the right hash mark in high school ball. That's a tough angle back to the left.
So, Doug, should he miss this kick, would it go to the 20?
It would. It would.
So 2:15, the clock is running here in the second quarter. Andalusia leads 14-7, looking to tack on a field goal here. Be a 25-yarder from the right hash mark. There's a snap. The kick is up. Kick is low and missed. The Tigers dodge another bullet, Doug. The Tigers
Somebody
dodge.
got a hand on it. Good job.
That is a huge play.
By the time something went our way. We couldn't get anything to go right there for a few minutes. But as I was watching, it's actually Murphy coming off. He's number 7. I keep getting him mixed up with Jalen. Jalen's moving a little better. It's him and Wright going to be in the backfield, and Art's going to be a slot. And no limp this time as he goes out with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go.
Tigers take it. They hand it to Slaughter. Tigers keep trying the middle of the Andalusia defense, this time with a little more success. He's going to cross the 25 up around the 27. Should be 7 yards on that gain for Torian Slaughter, the senior running back for Eufaula.
Yeah, and Wright had a noticeable limp there after he handed the ball off. I was watching Keith. I really think they've gone away from him a little bit. He may need to get retaped at halftime or something looked at. He's banged up a little bit.
So 2nd and 3 with 1:30 on the clock here in the second quarter. Right, it's a fumble. Wright's going to pick it up, try to run now, but he finds some open field. He picks up a block or two, and he averts a tragedy there and actually gets it, maybe gains a half a yard, but he took another hard hit.
The clock kept rolling. They were trying to stop it, I think.
Well, where they spot it down back at the 27, so no gain on that play, Doug. But
and we took a timeout on 3rd down. We don't want to leave too much time on the clock for them.
Well, it's an aggressive call. We expect to pick up this 3 yards, and we're trying to tie this game before halftime. But they actually maybe do give him a yard on that. Now looking across the way at the down and distance markers. But Doug, I don't know what it is about this. Jalen Wright's taking more hard hits in the first 22 almost 23 minutes of this game than he's taken all season.
Yeah, it's not that they're just keying on him. They're bringing their corners and safeties, getting running starts and lowering the boom. So he's taking some big hits. He's had some big runs, but I don't know. That's probably what led to 2 pick sixes, but he might have been knocked a little loopy there for a minute.
Well, we haven't seen Ty McCoy in this game, and Ty McCoy has come up big receiving the last 3 weeks for the Tigers. He is split wide to the left now. Wright takes it. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. Wright's going to lower his head. He picks up his first down as he dives across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 5 on that play. It'll stop the clock momentarily on the first down with 1:14 on the clock here in the first half. Tigers drive. Look for the Tigers to go back to that post route to Zy DeVos. He was running behind the defense earlier, and we just missed on that. Just over a minute to go. Wright drops back. He's going to be sacked this time, though. He's still on his feet. They finally bring him down. The Tigers will call a timeout. It'll be second down and long.
Jackson was open down the sideline in front of the Eufaula bench.
So loss of 4 on that sack. So Tigers with 1 timeout left, Doug. 56 seconds on the clock. What do you do here? Do you try to pop a run? That way you have the option if they stop you, they either have to use their timeouts or
normally I'd say a right run would be as good as any pass, but with him ailing back there, Keith, you can just tell he's off a little bit. We got to give him enough time. They didn't really rush that many that time either. And when he overthrew a couple of times, he's having to step up in the pocket, so he's getting some pressure. But I know one of them, I think both of the interceptions were kind of on rollouts. Well, one of them he was rolling out a little bit, and it was tipped. So, I don't know. He just seems much more comfortable in the pocket.
Well, the first interception, he was getting pressure as it rolled to the right. It was just an outstanding individual effort and play by the Andalusia linebacker to intercept that pass. Second down 14, Wright straight drop back. He's going to throw it deep this time. Has a man out. There's a 50-50 ball. It's going to be batted away. I actually think that it was intended for Ty McCoy that time, but McCoy actually, I think, got a hand in there to tip that ball away. 50 seconds on the clock, Doug. Third down 14. What do you do here if you're Eufaula?
Well, let's see how many timeouts Andalusia has. They still have 2 timeouts, so even if you ran the ball and tried to do a quarterback draw or something to pick up a first down, they could take a timeout and force you to punt.
Tigers have picked up a first down in this possession, but only used 1 minute 12 seconds. Wright takes it. He's dropping back. Pressure comes. He's rolling to his right. He's going to pull it down and try to run. He's going to run out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's a loss of 2 on the play. It stops the clock. It'll be 4th down and 16.
Not a play you normally see a senior make there, but
so Andalusia will drop back the very dangerous Zarek Jones to return this punt. Tigers have already dodged 2 big bullets in this first half after giving up 2 pick sixes. Both Andalusia touchdowns scored by the Andalusia defense. That punt is away by Alvarez. It'll hit, takes a Eufaula bounce, but it is fielded by Jones on the run, and he picks up about 10 yards on the return. That time he had Tigers all around him, but he took it back to the 47-yard line. That stops the clock with 35 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, they're going to be set up where they have a great field goal kicker. All they got to do is get a first down or 2 here, and they'll be in range. 35 seconds to work with and 2 timeouts. In a case like that, you got to stay in front of the runner. You can't let him take a running shot, pick up the ball, and pick up yardage that way. But we'll see what the Bulldogs have here. They have 14 points on the board here in the first half, none of it coming by their offense.
Tight formation for Andalusia. Jones is in the backfield with Curry. Curry, the leading rusher on the night for Andalusia. He's rolling out. Now he's going to reverse field. He has open field. He throws it, though. It's tipped up in the air, but not intercepted. It was intended for Jones. It was good for the Tigers. He dropped that. He had a little bit of room. He's a dangerous running back, but he dropped it. 27 seconds down the clock. Second down and 10.
Boy, if that would have been a tip ball in their defense, that have been out there, they'd have grabbed it.
Tigers have had a couple of shots at tip balls in the secondary, just not been able to come up with one. That may cause Andalusia to rethink their plans here, because if that would have been intercepted, they had open sidelines. Second and 10 from the 47-yard line of Andalusia. Eufaula with the 5-man front. They'll bring motion back into Andalusia. High snap over Curry's head. He takes it. He's just going to kneel down on the ball at the 34-yard line. That may end. Eufaula calls the timeout, though, forcing the third down play. So with only that was Eufaula's last timeout, Doug. So if Andalusia attempts to throw an incomplete pass, they'll have to punt. If they run the ball, that'll end the half. I think that timeout, Doug, it'll be interesting to see if Andalusia would have burned their own timeout there. Probably not. That play lost 13 yards. 14-7.
Well, we'll get Coach Jernigan's thoughts going out. Man, we hadn't even got a chance to go down to John Wayne. It's been a fast half, high pace. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Jernigan says about this first half.
Well, this first half kind of reminds you of the second half of the Auburn-LSU game in 1994 when Auburn returned 3 interceptions for touchdowns in the fourth quarter to beat LSU. Yeah. It's been the Andalusia defense.
I remember being at that game, and for the life of me, LSU had it. I don't know why they kept throwing the ball, but I was glad they did.
It was Curly Hallman's demise at LSU. Third down, they're going to hand it off to Jones, who sweeps the right side. He's going to be hit, but he keeps his feet. And we finally bring him down after about a 2-yard gain to the 36. And that will end the first half. So the Tigers and the Bulldogs will go to the halftime intermission with Andalusia holding a 14-7 edge. Andalusia will receive the second half kickoff.
And the score at the half.
Turn again as we go down to John Wayne Robinson. John Wayne?
You got it, John Wayne.
All right, guys. I got my camera on, but I don't see it, but I'm going to talk to Coach right here. We go. I can't see what we're looking at, but I'm going to try to talk to him. Coach, Tigers come out, drive it right down their throat. They make an adjustment. We give them 2 gifts, and we should be standing here with a 7-0 lead, but we're down 14-7. Defense has done a good job of keeping them out of the end zone, but like I said, the 2 gifts, and they've made some adjustment. They've shut our offense down, so I don't.
Yeah, defense doing really well. I mean, they ain't scored on our defense yet. I mean, it's all been turnovers by us. We got to do better. We got to go in halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen,
especially on
welcome
offense.
to the field of the 2025
we got to make some adjustments. So we got to go in. We got a couple people that went down. We got to do some shuffling around on the offensive side of the line. So, yeah, we got to do better second half.
So we come out and play the ball. We can capable of playing, quit these mistakes and turnovers. We walk out here with a victory.
Yes, sir.
We'll get them, Coach.
Right.
Okay, guys.
Carol Jones, color guard captain.
We're back. It's halftime. The Bulldogs lead the Tigers 14-7. We're going to step aside for a commercial break. We'll be back with some halftime stats and comments.
Hey, give me the chip. I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream. Next to the team. Yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove. But for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson, and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
Hello, I'm Matt Aver, the new pastor of First United Methodist right here in Eufaula.
We'd love for you to join us on Sundays at 10 for worship. We also have Sunday school at 8:45. You can check us out on our social media or our website. We look forward to seeing you. Go Tigers.
Looking for quality furniture at unbeatable prices? Come to Holly Home Furnishings in Eufaula. From cozy living room sets to stylish bedroom suites and modern appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house feel like a home. With flexible financing options, convenient delivery, and friendly local service, shopping has never been easier. Visit us today on South Eufaula Avenue and see why Holly Home Furnishings is your hometown choice. Holly Home Furnishings, helping your house feel like home.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a...
Looking for legal help you can count on right here at home? At Robertson Law Firm in Eufaula, we're your neighbors, and we're here to make life's challenges a little easier. Buying or selling property? We'll guide you through every step. Dealing with probate or estate matters? We'll walk alongside you with care and compassion. And if you've been injured, we'll fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Robertson Law Firm, trusted legal advice close to home.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
All right.
Tigers and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs lead the Tigers 14-7, but as we said before the break, 2 interception returns for touchdowns are the only points for the game for the Bulldogs. We have some total stats, but before we do that, we've got a special guest in the booth with us tonight, Mayor Jack Tibbs. Mayor,
good to be here.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah, so I know you're a regular attender of the Tiger games. I know I saw you at the last home game here.
Oh yeah, we've really been enjoying them this year.
That's right. So, give us your analysis of the first half.
Well, we're still in the game. Just a couple of slips there, and we're down, 14-7. Not could be a lot worse, but I know they're going to get a good halftime talk, and they're going to come back out fired up. So I'm not worried about them at this point, but looks like they've lost focus just a little bit to me.
Well, just reading body language, the offense came out with swagger to begin with and had 2 good drives before that pick six, kind of changing momentum. But since that pick six, the whole game is turned from a momentum standpoint.
Absolutely.
So, but anyway, congratulations on your new term. I guess that doesn't officially start yet, but
it starts in November.
Okay. So tell us about some of the things. I've been seeing a few things here or there, but tell us about some new things that are on the horizon in Eufaula.
Well, we've been working on this hotel, and it's coming along good. They're fixing to really get after it, and that's going to be great for our downtown, great for our city. We got a couple of new companies coming, so hopefully you'll have some new sponsors soon. About 240 jobs estimated out of those 2 companies. Everyone's seen that 82 is going to be relocated, and they've already started on that work. And I'm gonna break some news here tonight that probably nobody knows, but the part of 82 that will be abandoned will now be a city street.
It will now be a city.
It'll be a city street once they get finished with that project, and that city street has to have a name. And the council has already approved naming that street Dwayne Mock Drive.
Okay.
So Dwayne Mock, everybody knows Coach Mock, and unfortunately left us way too soon. And it'll be nice to honor him. And when people see his name up there, they'll always ask, who was Dwayne Mock? So
that's right.
So everybody knows about Dwayne Mock and what he done on this field, especially with all those young people. So
that's right.
So
That's a great tribute to Coach Moss.
Absolutely.
Fine husband, father, and coach and friend. So
absolutely, yeah, he's a good man.
That's right.
Good man.
Tell us a little bit about what we got going on the back street in Eufaula. A lot of people travel through Eufaula.
Oh yeah, well,
we got a bass tournament, obviously in town.
Yeah, it's wrapping up, but I think there's a couple more tomorrow. So the lake fished pretty good this week for these guys, but tomorrow we got the Eufaula Fest on Randolph, North Randolph, and under the oaks we say, and it should be a great time for everybody. Everybody needs to go out and see it. They're going to be there Saturday and Sunday. They've got they start in the morning at 10 o'clock with a dash hound race, dog race. Happy Tails is doing the dachshund race. So I've got a dachshund, but I'm not putting him in the race. He doesn't pay attention that well.
So what time of the arts and crafts and all that start and wind up?
Yeah, on Saturday it's 9 to 4, and then on Sunday it's 10 to 3. And they got something new this year. They're going to have a band down there from 1 to 4. Barron and his waterfalls. I'm not familiar.
Never heard of that. But,
I think he used to open for somebody.
Before COVID, that used to be a big thing for years and years on the back street. I don't think it's quite been as big since COVID and stuff, but I'm hearing that it's bigger this year.
Yeah,
it's building back up.
Well, and also at 11 o'clock, I think the Barber County Humane Society has got the pet parade, so everybody can bring their dogs down there, dress them up, bring them down there, do the pet parade. And like you said, there'll be a lot of arts and different artists and crafts. And my favorite is the people that make jellies. I always stock up on jellies. But it'll be a great event. There's a lot of good food vendors down there, and all kind of fair food, I think is what they call it.
You can always go down there and get that. Yeah, if you want to call it fair food, it's almost fair time. Sometimes that's some of the best stuff. I know years ago, and I don't know if he still goes there. I remember when it started, Arnie Kitchens used to bring honey over there. He had some of the best local honey.
Oh yeah, I know they'll have a booth tomorrow, and I hadn't seen his honey, but I imagine he'll be there with some if he's still doing it.
Probably will. We look forward to that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It'll be a nice time. The weather's going to be perfect tomorrow. It's going to be a little cooler and sun shining. So be something for folks to get out and go see, and hopefully we'll get a lot of visitors from out of town also.
Couldn't have ordered up better weather for it.
That's for sure.
You did a good job with that.
Same thing with this game tonight. It feels like football out there tonight.
If we just quit throwing it to the wrong color jersey down there, we'll be all right.
Man, I tell you what, they'll get it going here in this second half. I got confidence in the Tigers and the coaches.
Good news is the Tiger offense has put up 21 points. If we just quit throwing it to the wrong team, we'll be all right in the second half.
Yeah.
But, anything, we're spoiled here. We're privy to a councilman, or at least for now, on our staff with us. John Wayne's our sideline reporter down there. So we learn a few things every now and then. I understand there's some companies. You were talking about companies a while ago. I know there's been a new one that y'all talked about a couple of weeks ago, and I think in Old Southern Plastics. I understand some people are looking at the old American Buildings location, some things like that. So some things are in the works, so which Eufaula badly needs.
Yeah, well, there's going to be, a couple of 100+ jobs there. 240 jobs, and very unique companies, both of them. One is a Korean company, a second-tier auto parts manufacturer, and the other company is going to make not a golf cart, but an electric vehicle, and it's going to be a really nice high-end electric vehicle, not as big as a car, not as small as a golf cart, and they're gonna hire about 200 people. So
we may hire that many folks. We might just think it would make a special. We'll be like Orange Beach, and we'll have a special little parking spot down there.
Oh,
for those
yeah,
vehicles
yeah.
down there.
Well, that's what they're made. They're street legal vehicles, so the folks over here in this part of town could all come over. As long as they don't get out on 431, they're good.
That'll work. Let me ask you another question. A few years ago, I was on a committee, a safety committee for the high school, and they were talking about the new 82 coming in a few years, and it's been a couple of years, and it has come about. They used to talk about some changes at Eufaula Creek Bridge, and I hadn't heard much about that the last year or so. Is that still in the plans?
Yes. They've been held up with the Corps and the permitting, but I think they've about got it cleared. I had a meeting with AlDOT just recently, and what's going to happen, they're going to build – they're not going to stop any lanes of traffic, which would be disastrous if they did, but they're going to build a new bridge to the west on the creek side, and then they're going to tear down what would be the southbound lane and rebuild it. And then when they're done with that, they'll tear down the northbound lane, the existing northbound lane, and it'll be gone. So the bridge will shift a little back to the west.
And that's what we were told, and that's great, because when you get to thinking about things, especially with Eufaula and bridges being access points, that's one thing we were looking at was like emergency services and having them on the right side of the bridges if they restricted that, but they're not going to restrict that, and they'll save it. Is that going to make any changes to and I know that's got to be a nightmare. First off, you got to work with Alabama Department of Transportation and on their pace and get all their stuff. Then you got the Corps of Engineers and, everything else. So getting all that to come together.
Oh, yeah. Well,
is it going to change anything on the walking area?
So those old ugly cages that you see will be gone, and they'll actually have a walking area on the bridge. And then they'll also make the bridge wide enough so that you have safety lanes, because there's times when, it's not as bad as it used to be, but on a busy holiday, you can still have traffic back up. And now if there's an emergency and an emergency vehicle has to get back to the hospital, they'll have a lane they can get off on the side, right on the bridge. So they'll widen it up enough to where an emergency vehicle can get through there.
And you said it's going to have a pedestrian type. So is that similar to what you see in Biloxi or Florida, where the jogging and the
absolutely.
Okay. Well,
absolutely. Yeah, that'd be nice. And they're Channahatchee will be the next one. They'll get Channahatchee next. I think they're talking about starting it maybe the latter part of next year, and it'll be the same. They'll do the exact same thing. They'll build a new bridge over to the west, and then take out that middle bridge and rebuild it, and then take out the bridge close to the lake.
I wish they'd raise that bridge just a little bit so you could get pontoons and bigger boats in there.
Yeah,
I know that's a monumental thing, but Dad owns a bunch of land on that creek, and the area across from behind Walmart's never developed, and I think that's part of the big thing. Is
I've asked them. It's funny you say that. I've asked them, and they've agreed to raise it 3 foot.
Wow, good. That'll make a big difference. And a lot of people don't realize it, but that whole point that goes out there around by Humminbird and Texonic is actually Corps of Engineers.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah. So absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe that'll be for future development.
That whole big area there. I've been working on a project there. We can actually lease that land from the Corps, kind of like we did Old Creek Town, and we can find some funding. We'll do something there.
Well, as someone who lives on White Oak Creek, that Channahatchee Creek is not used near as much as White Oak Creek.
Oh no.
It would be nice to see it.
Oh, I'd love to have a campground as nice as that one at White Oak. That's a nice campground.
Used. Even tonight, when I left this afternoon, there was a lot of people already there. So it's something that's well used and a lot of recreation.
Oh yeah, this is the perfect time of the year to do it too.
Well, Mayor, we appreciate it. Keith's got something else. We're going to let you get back to work, and we're going to work on some stats and see what we can do about it.
The only thing I got to do, I want to thank you guys for what you do. I mean, this is an outstanding broadcast. And, when I don't make it to the game, I listen to you guys. So I appreciate what you do. One of the things I'm going to do is I want a selfie with you guys.
Oh, that's all right. We try not to miss things up too bad. We're missing your buddy Charles Irvin tonight, who's usually in here with us.
Oh,
running
yeah.
the camera. So he is believe it or not, Charles is in Chicago tonight. I think
of all places,
his daughter's going to be running in a marathon up there.
Okay.
So, not where I'd want to be, but I know he's got a good reason to be there.
And he's not there for the playoff baseball games, the Cubs and the Brewers.
Yeah, he said he didn't think he'd be able to come across any Cubs tickets.
Oh, man.
So.
Yeah, I've been to Chicago. I didn't lose anything up there.
Well, we appreciate it. We'll be
All right.
back.
Well, appreciate you guys.
We'll be back after these commercial timeouts for more Tiger football.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Back at Tiger Stadium, where the Tigers trailed the Bulldogs 14-7 at halftime. It was a defensive struggle for the most part in the first half, with the exception of one drive for Andalusia, two drives for Eufaula. Eufaula opened up with the ball to begin the game at their 39-yard line. They drove 61 yards in only 4 plays, all on the ground, to take a 7-0 lead. From there, the Tigers held Andalusia, got the ball back. They had moved 50 yards down to the Andalusia 41-yard line before tragedy struck, disaster struck. It was a 55-yard interception return for a touchdown. It was an outstanding play by the Andalusia linebacker. Did not catch the number, unfortunately. But Andalusia took a 7-0 lead with only 12 yards of offense to that point. But from there, the Andalusia defense made adjustments, Doug. The Tigers had run 13 plays for 111 yards. Their first 2 possessions picked up 5 first downs. The remaining 4 possessions of the first half, the Tigers ran 17 plays for only 14 yards and 2 first downs. So 30 plays overall for the Tigers, 125 yards of offense, 7 first downs. Andalusia, not any better, actually not as good. Andalusia with 17 plays in the first half, 91 yards of net offense in the first half, 2 first downs. But they had 95 yards on 2 plays, both by the quarterback Curry. He had a 73-yard run coming off their 14-yard line, and then a 22-yard run on that same possession following the hurdling penalty that was assessed against Andalusia. So 95 yards on 2 plays. On their other 15 plays in the first half, they had -4 yards total offense. So overall 17 plays, 91 yards, 2 first downs for Andalusia, 30 plays, 111 yards, 7 first downs for Eufaula, but Eufaula finds themselves trailing on the scoreboard 14-7 on the strength of 2 interception returns for touchdowns. Individually in the stat department for Eufaula, leading the way in the rushing department was Perry Denard. He got off to a fast start in this game. He had 5 carries for 45 yards in the first half, including a 35-yard touchdown run on the game's first possession. Torian Slaughter, 10 carries in the first half for 34 yards. Jalen Wright, 7 carries for 17 yards in the first half. In the passing department, Jalen Wright was 2 of 9 for 21 yards. The 2 completions went to Perry Bernard for 19 yards and Zadavos for 2 yards. Of course, Doug DeVos almost had another reception. It would have been a 51-yard touchdown pass. The pass was just a little bit overthrown by Wright. Or the Tigers might be tied in this game here at halftime. For Andalusia, it was the quarterback. We already mentioned that Curry, he had 2 big runs that totaled 95 yards on those 2 runs when the Tiger defense lost containment on him. But other than that, he had 3 carries for -8 yards. He finished with 5 carries for 87 yards in the first half. Their big running back that hurt the Tigers so much last year that had 200 yards on his own, Zarek Jones, he has 7 carries for only 3 yards in the first half. The Tigers have stopped him behind the line of scrimmage a number of times, and had the first man be able to make the tackle, he would be in negative yardage in the first half.
Well, the Tigers' defense will get a chance to go to work right off the bat, as they will kick to Andalusia. Andalusia will get the first possession here in the third quarter. But, Keith, it's one of those you kind of look at and shake your head, 14 points. We ought to be 7-0, but it's just been the 2 pick sixes that's been costly for the Tigers. And, we got to give hopefully they worked out something with the line to give Wright just a little bit longer. I'm not sure he's going to be able to run the ball. We talked about him noticeably limping, but if we just give him a half a count longer on those pass plays, he'll make that connection. We've had receivers open.
Well, Doug, we talk about the interception returns for touchdowns. However, it could be worse because it's not often you give up a 73-yard run to someone and then they not score any points on it. So we dodged a bullet there with a missed field goal, and the Tigers tried the fake punt, and they batted the ball on the reverse. They got the ball at the Tiger 23-yard line, and the Tiger defense stiffened and held them to no points. So
hurt us on a fake punt. And how many times, like you called it earlier, do you actually get a roughing the punter after a huge punt, and it wound up costing you because we wound up flipping field position on ourselves there after the penalty on that turnover.
Yeah, that's right. So we are just about ready to start here in the third quarter as the ball is on the tee. Cooper Wingate has it teed up. He'll kick it toward the south end zone. Doug, I keep feeling the breeze. Now the flag is blowing out. It looks like it's kind of coming out of the east instead of from north to south. It may aid his kick just a little bit as it's kind of maybe blowing slightly out of the northeast toward the southwest. Wingate approaches, the ball's in the air. He drives it deep. It's going to go it lands at the 1-yard line. It bounds into the end zone. That's where Andalusia will take over. 1st and 10 from the 20 on an excellent kick by Wingate.
Another touchback. He's had a few of them this year. It's interesting. Both kickers in this game, I understand, have kicked for the varsity since the 8th grade. So I think both of them are seniors here tonight. So 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Let's see if this Eufaula defense can continue to shut down the Bulldogs.
Adjustments at halftime are going to be very important in this game. Andalusia, one thing they do, Doug, they possess the ball. They had the ball even though they didn't have it a lot. They kept it for almost 10 minutes in the first half. They do a good job of running the play clock down on their possessions. 1st and 10 from the 20. Curry rolls to his right, looking to open them through the air. He throws it complete. Tigers are there to push him out of bounds after a 4-yard gain at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, just short of 5. Good catch by the receiver going away and able to gather that end down around his shins as he caught that ball for a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 now for the Andalusia Bulldogs. He did go out of bounds, but the clock continues to run.
That's a rule in college now, but not in high school. But Tigers are going to jump off sides. Doug, that's the first penalty of the night against Eufaula. We did not talk about that at halftime, but that was the first time the Tigers had played a half of football without a penalty.
Yeah, and it's almost going to give them a free play here. It'll be second. It's actually 2nd and 1, but it should be 2nd and about a foot as That ball was just short of the 25-yard line, but they mark it off. They mark it at the 29, so not quite 5 yards on that penalty, but almost like a free play.
Motion to the left. They're going to hand it off to Jones, and he will be tackled. Well, my goodness, he falls forward for 3 yards. He was stacked up right at the first down at the 30, but he kept his legs driving, and he picks up an additional 3 yards, 4-yard gain on the play.
Maybe me, Keith, but it seems like they let that one go a long time there before they blew the whistle. If they would have done that on that first drive or two for the Tigers, if we would have scored sooner or scored on that second drive, because they were quick to blow the whistle when the pile piled up.
Andalusia in a tight formation here. 5-man defensive front for Eufaula. They're going to run Curry on the quarterback keeper around the right end. The ball comes up. It's on the ground.
And it
looks like Andalusia may have covered it.
And it's going to go from a 1-yard gain to a 5-yard gain.
My goodness, the Tigers have had a shot at 3 turnovers tonight and have not come up with any of them. The ball bounces funny ways, and it's bounced Andalusia's way as far as the turnovers are concerned so far tonight.
Okay, in media days this year, didn't we go over something about fumbling the ball forward? Or was that only on 4th down?
I remember a discussion about that, but I don't recall the specifics of the rule.
Anyway, it'll be 2nd and 5 as the clock runs under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Important position here for the Tiger defense, trailing 14-7. Going to hand it. No quarterback. Curry rolls to his left. He's looking to throw. He's going to square his shoulders. He throws it. It's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted in the secondary. Nayland Murphy for the 4th game in a row. Nayland Murphy with an interception, and the Tigers do get their first turnover of the night. They'll have it at the 45-yard line of Eufaula, 1st and 10.
Murphy has an exceptional ability. This is apples and oranges. But you remember Deion Sanders, and I'm telling my age here, he could trail a play and just turn it on when he needed to. The last couple of interceptions Murphy has had, he has that ability just to kind of be running in the hip pocket. And when they put it, and there wasn't a lot of air under that ball, but he stepped in there and made the pick.
1st and 10 Tigers from the 45. They'll hand it off up the middle. It's going to be Denard, I believe. We'll wait and see when he comes up off the bottom of the pile. It's only going to be a gain of a yard or so in this period, Denard. 1-yard gain. Tigers with no huddle. They're going straight back up to the football. 14-7 is the score. 2nd down. They gave him almost 2 on that play. Call it 2nd down, a long 8. From the right hash mark, they'll shift Denard over to the right side. Going to hand it off. No, Jalen Wright keeps it this time off the right side, but the Andalusia defense gain tackles up near midfield, just shy of midfield. It's going to be 3rd and a long 5. The first down would come at the 45-yard line of Andalusia. They're going to spot this ball just nose in, touching the 50. So call it 2 yards on first play, 3 yards there for Wright. 3rd and 5. Possession play for the Tigers here with 8:35 and a running clock here in the third quarter. Pistol formation now for the Tigers. They will take it. They will throw a quick pass. It's complete. Perry Denard around the left end. He's trying to break a tackle, and Doug, he picks up 4 yards. It's going to be 4th and 1, Doug, but the sure tackling of Andalusia has been a big key here in this game so far tonight.
Tigers are going to keep the offense out on the field. 4th and less than a yard. They're calling in a play in a hurry here.
A big play here in this game for the Tigers. A big yard to keep this drive going, trailing by 7, 14-7. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. It's going to be Wright straight up the middle. He lowers his head. He'll pick up his first down. He needed 1. He picks up 2 down to the 44-yard line. He never did go down, but forward progress was stopped.
Hold your breath there for a second. That shotgun snaps like that sometimes, Keith, is they just made a big pile up in there. 1st and 10 for the Tigers in Bulldog territory. If they could score here, then you got a whole new ball game, 14-14, even though Andalusia hadn't put the ball in the end zone by their offense. You got to feel better, but we need to get a touchdown here.
1st and 10, Tigers from the 44-yard line. Wright In shotgun formation, he'll have Slaughter, who will take it straight up the middle. Slaughter with a short gain, 2-yard gain down to the 42-yard line.
You know, that first two drives, I talked about how we were just out of their reach. We were creating some seams, just some narrow gaps, and our backs was hitting the holes perfectly. Slaughter comes out because his helmet come off. We have a player down on the field with his helmet off too, but it looks like Denard again down on the field. But we're just not seeing those gaps here. Tell you what, while they tend to him, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more Eufaula High School football after this timeout.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now, impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Second down 8 from the 42-yard line of Andalusia. The Tigers shifting Ty McCoy into the slot to the right side. McCoy yet to catch a pass tonight. Wright's going to look his way. He throws it. It's tipped. Once again, Andalusia gets the hand on the ball, tips it. It's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 now.
Slaughter and Jackson checking into the game for the Tigers. Passing situation.
Tigers have yet to complete a pass downfield, Doug. They have Andalusia.
That would have been a perfect time, but we ran little out routes. Their safeties came on blitz, and the center of the field was wide open where we didn't have anybody running that route.
We had that open. DeVos was open early for a touchdown. We've yet to go back to that play. Some confusion now with the Tigers. They're shifting receivers around. It'll be 3 receivers to the right. 9 seconds on the play clock as they finally get set on this 3rd down and 8. Wright drops back. He's going to be pressured. He's going to roll to his right. He throws it late. It's almost the same play that was returned for a touchdown. It was thrown, and they leaped up. Number 24 for Andalusia tipped the ball. It's 4th and 8 in a punting situation. The Tigers have to punt here and flip the field position the way the defense has played. They will send Alvarez in the game. It's a 7-play possession for the Tigers that started their 45-yard line after the Nayland Murphy interception. The Tigers unable to capitalize. They move it 13 yards in 7 plays, and they'll have to punt it back to the Bulldogs. Alvarez gets it away. He kicks it. It's going to be fielded by Jones, and he's going to be tackled right there at the 15-yard line. They make it the 16-yard line.
They're like Hinton in on the tackle, hustling down from his center position.
You could tell Alvarez took something off that punt, trying to pin him inside the 20. And credit to Jones for fielding the punts. The Andalusia's 6th possession of the game. The Eufaula defense has done a good job with the exception of one drive. They gave up 2 long runs, but then held Andalusia out of the end zone. 6:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter play. We're still in a 7-point game, 14-7. Andalusia comes out in a tight formation. They'll have a bunch of receivers to the left. Shotgun formation for Curry. Now he's in motion back to the right side. It's going to be Jones looking to go to the right. The Tigers are there to bring him down for about a half a yard loss.
A lot of misdirection, running around going on in the backfield. Good job by the Tiger defense to stay focused and watch the ball and to bring him down that time, not with an arm tackle. Look for Andalusia to go back to that quarterback boot here again before too long. Keith, a safe play that he ran 70-something yards.
73 yards. And not only that, they have run like a student body right, like a quarterback sweep, and just got the backs and everyone out in front to block for it.
Yeah, they sealed the corner well on that play.
So 2nd down 11 from the 15-yard line. It's going to be Jones looking to sweep the right. He's be tracked down in the backfield and brought down for maybe a half a yard gain. Where the official on the near side spots him is going to be no gain on that play. 3rd and 11.
Big play here for the Tigers. They need to get the ball back. As you can tell, Andalusia's, the way their defense is playing so far, they're the player of the week for everywhere, but they're content to shorten this game as much as possible here.
3rd and 11 from the Andalusia 15-yard line. Possession play for the Bulldogs. Motion back to the right. Quarterback Curry going to roll that way. He's going to look to throw. He throws it. It's going to be tipped up in the air, and once again the Tigers can't come up with the tip drill, as there were 3 Tigers over there, but a good job of that ball hit the receiver in the hands. I did not see which defender got his hand in there and knocked it away, but it'll be an incomplete pass and a punting situation for the Bulldogs from the 15-yard line. Once again, Doug, this Tiger defense, other than those 2 runs, Andalusia has negative 5 yards offense for the game.
Let's feel
good
the
snap.
here.
It's a tight spiral that will turn over as Adivos calls for the fair catch and makes it at his 43-yard line. So 38-yard.
First and 10 Tigers.
I'm sorry, 42-yard punt, no return. So, Doug, the Tigers took over. Actually, the 44-yard line is where they spotted down. Tigers had it at the 45-yard line following the Nayland Murphy interception. So, the Tigers so far in the 3rd quarter have enjoyed good field position, just haven't been able to capitalize on it to this point. 4:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. They'll hand it off up the middle. It's just a scrum there. It'll be stacked up for no gain on the play.
Keith, it's a totally different offense. Wright cannot take the ball to the outside. He's got something wrong with a knee, an ankle, something. He's limping. He just doesn't have the speed to get to the outside. And Andalusia knows it. They're bringing their safeties on a blitz just right up the middle towards the hole that the running back is going to every time. I think that's where our little out flare passes are coming from, but we haven't been able to be very successful with it.
Right, drops back, looking to throw. He's going to throw a pass, but the receiver falls down. But a great job getting up. Zadabos was on the ground. He got up. He caught the pass. Accurate pass from Wright. It's going to be a first down from the Tiger 44-yard line down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a first down by a yard, 11 yards on that pass play.
I wasn't sure. Looked like they were spotting us back there for a second, but it was first down. 4:05 to go in the 3rd quarter play.
Great individual effort that time by the junior receiver from Eufaula, Zadavos. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Andalusia. Wright takes it. He hands it off, but number 30, the linebacker from Andalusia, they're going to throw a flag this time as the helmet came off once again for Perry Denard. The helmet's not coming off on its own easily.
Well, he's going out, but he can stay in if they ripped it off, and I think that's what that flag is going to be. They were trying to get him to go down, and face mask, and that caused it to come off so he can stay in the game.
That'll take it all the way down. Should take it all the way down to the 30-yard line of Andalusia, Doug. So this is the deepest penetration for the Tigers since actually, they have not snapped it this deep because it was a 35-yard touchdown run by Denard before the interception returned by Andalusia from the 41. So 1st and 10, Eufaula from the 30-yard line of Andalusia, trailing by 7, 3:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wright takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Denard. Denard just determined running. He's still on his feet. He's keeping it. He's out of the pack at the 15-10. He'll go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. What a run by Perry Denard, the junior running back from Eufaula. 25 yards. Perry Denard, very determined to run that time by Eufaula. It'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
Good. We called it a week or two ago. Don't know who made him mad, but I'm glad they did.
And he is back. He is not at the running back position now. He's back in his H-back position. It is Slaughter at running back, and Slaughter will take it, and he is hit in the backfield. He's going to be brought down for a 2 or 3 yard loss.
They are not paying any attention at all to Wright. They know he's giving the ball. I think they know he's hurt. He's going to have to try to turn it up here in a minute and keep the ball on one of these.
So they actually only gave that a 1-yard loss, which was a generous spot. But, Doug, I don't quite understand that after Denard took it down there, unless he was winded on the play, why you put your smaller back in and take the bigger back out of the play. Hand off to Denard. This time he takes it forward, but only a 2-yard gain down to the 4. The Tigers need 7 here to tie this game. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4.
Got a lineman slow getting up. They actually stopped. Actually, we have another one with his hands bent over. I'm not sure if that's – is there a flag? They're discussing. The official came up from the back, and they're discussing something. I'm not sure if there is a flag at the 2-yard line.
That's a killer penalty because that's a dead ball penalty. That's going to be 3rd and goal from the 19-yard line.
I did not see what happened, but Denard was running the ball, so I don't know. He's very upset. That probably wasn't the first time his face mask had been pulled tonight when he'd been caught. He's had his helmet ripped off several times. So maybe he was upset. I don't know. It could have been on anybody. We didn't see.
So 3rd and goal from the 19-yard line. Slaughter comes back into the backfield with Wright. 3 receivers split wide out for the Tigers. Wright takes it. Time to throw this time. He's going to be pressured late. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to keep it now, and he's going to be driven out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
I think he thought he had crossed the line of scrimmage when he stopped, but he could have. He was still good. He could have. But they're sending out the field goal unit.
I don't know. Somebody that's playing the music here played Who Let the Dogs Out. This is Tiger Stadium here. So
playing the Dogs.
33-yard field goal from the right hash mark.
They were jumping around up front. They said we moved. That may back it up 5.
It is. So the Tigers have only had 3 penalties in this game, but 2 penalties for 20 yards on this possession after 1st and goal from the 5.
Very, very undisciplined ball by the Tigers tonight. This will be a
38-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Wingate has the leg to hit this, but ball's up.
There's a flag.
It's good.
I'm not sure what the flag came in late. I didn't see them run into. Oh, they're going to get them for hurdling. Watch.
Well, unless it's an automatic, they're running into the kicker. We'll decline the penalty and take the points.
Yep.
But a 38-yard field goal from the right hash mark for Cooper Wingate. That's a huge kick in this case. With 1:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter play, the Tigers are within 4, 14-10.
Yeah, it was a right hash kick, the same one that Andalusia missed, but it's I don't want to say easier, but it's a less of an angle when you're not right under the goalpost like that. 1:45. Tigers pulled 14-10 now. Again, if you're just joining us, all 14 points from Andalusia on 2 pick-6. I think 1 in the 1st quarter and 1 on the first play of the 2nd quarter in this game.
So the Tigers will take the penalty on the kickoff. So
let's go down to John Wayne right quick and see what we can find out going on the sideline. John Wayne, we hadn't forgot about you. I'm sorry. What's going on out with the Tigers?
You know, defense is still playing very good football. They just, like you said earlier, they need to watch that bootleg because it's still there. They can set it up easy, so we just need to keep somebody watching. But on defense, Andalusia is just shooting the outside. They got I don't know if he's a linebacker or safety, but he's 10 yards off every play, and he's full speed by the time the ball snaps. You would think something over the top would be really, really good, but, I mean, you just got to see what the Tigers come up with.
All right. Thank you, John Wayne.
Kick is into the end zone for a touchback. So the second touchback in a row for Cooper Wingate, and Andalusia will take over at the 20-yard line.
Should have went down to John Wayne on that goal line earlier, but we'll get back to him. And defense needs a big stand here. 1:45 to go in the third quarter of play. If they can find a way to stop Andalusia again and give the Tigers the ball back one more time, that'd be huge.
Playoff type atmosphere here tonight. These teams are very evenly matched. It's been a defensive struggle for the most part. Tiger defense has played outstanding to this point with the exception of two big running plays by the senior quarterback Noah Curry, one for 73 yards, one for 22 yards.
They broke the huddle with too many folks. They sent one off to the sideline, but no flag there.
1st and 10 from the 20. They'll hand it off. No, play action pass. They're going to throw it deep. Tigers are there, and they're going to let the receiver. He pushed off or something. He got the ball, and he kept his feet. He made the man miss. It's going to be an 80-yard touchdown pass. First play of the drive, 80 yards.
He just threw it up with air under it, and they had single coverage. And, he got some space.
Credit to him for putting air into the ball, letting the receiver run across the field and get it because he was covered well. We did not do that when we got a receiver behind the defense. Earlier, it was thrown on a line. It was incomplete. There, just a big play. The first points put on the board by the Andalusia offense, and they lead 20-10.
So we finally come out. We get 4. They get 6,
they get 3.
possibly 7. We get 3, and they get 6.
One play, 80-yard drive, took 14 seconds off the clock.
They moved.
So the minute 31 seconds, still 13 minutes and 31 seconds to go in this game, but it's a 11-point hole the Tigers find themselves in, 21-10. You know, Doug, the Tigers played probably well enough to win the game against Wetumpka a few weeks ago here at Tiger Stadium. It was special teams that really hurt the Tigers in that game. And tonight, it's been much of the same, only not special teams. Special teams have been stellar in this game. It's been mistakes. 2 pick sixes. Only 7 points surrendered by the Tiger defense, but the Tigers are behind 21-10.
Now let's go back and look real quick, Keith, and see. Keys to winning no turnovers for the Tigers was the first one. Hadn't stuck to that. And special teams, and Andalusia seems to be doing theirs. So turnovers will get you.
Ball's in the air on the kickoff. It's high and deep. It's going to come down to Slaughter at the 5-yard line. Slaughter looking to try to get around the end, but he is not going to be successful. The Tigers will have their worst starting field position of the night as they take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, trailing by 11.
Eufaula seems to have bad things happen in bunches when it happens. Just like had a couple of bad things happen here. Maybe we can straighten it out.
The 35-yard touchdown run on the first possession is the longest play from scrimmage tonight for Eufaula. Andalusia with a 73-yard run and an 80-yard pass play. Right, drops back. He's going to throw a pass. It's going to be complete on first down. It's going to be out near his first down. They'll go down at the 25-yard line. It should be a first down for the Tigers.
Nice throw, nice catch. Got a little time back there that time.
It was the first catch of the night for Ty McCoy. They're going to say 9 yards, just short of his first down.
Well, they had backed up a little bit, and they did not come on the blitz that time with their safeties. With an 11-point lead, they're going to play back a little bit.
Andalusia band plays as the Tigers snap it. They hand it off at the middle. It'll be a first down as the pile moves across to the 28-yard line. Gain of 3 yards on that play, and it'll be a Tiger first down.
Andalusia will be happy with that as the clock rolls. Only 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
Tigers need a touchdown on this possession. They had a golden opportunity last time. First and goal from the 5, unable to capitalize. Wright calls for a shotgun snap. Looking to throw. He's going to throw it. It's high and incomplete. Good coverage by Andalusia that time on their sidelines. It'll be second down and 10. Clock stops us.
Yeah, 16 seconds clock is stopped with the incomplete pass. Second and 10 now for the Tigers. I have a second to talk about it, but Keith, you can tell it's just not the same Tiger offense. Jalen can't turn loose and run on these pass plays, or he's just not running the ball tonight because of an injury.
Right, takes a shotgun snap. He steps up in the pocket, but there's someone sitting there waiting on him. Ball comes out. I don't know if they're going to rule that a fumble. He looked down. The ball came out as he rolled back across the ground, but the play's going to lose 3 yards back to the 25-yard line. It'll be third down and right at 14 yards to go. That ends the third quarter. We'll take a break. Be back with the fourth quarter action after this timeout.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
Looking for legal help you can count on right here at home? At Robertson Law Firm in Eufaula, we're your neighbors, and we're here to make life's challenges a little easier. Buying or selling property? We'll guide you through every step. Dealing with probate or estate matters? We'll walk alongside you with care and compassion. And if you've been injured, we'll fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Robertson Law Firm, trusted legal advice close to home.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Right, maybe he knows.
Back at Tiger Stadium as we are still waiting to get started here. Let's go down to John Wayne real quick. John Wayne, if you picked up anything this
Yeah, guys, I watched Wright when he was warming up before the half, and you could tell something was wrong with him. He didn't have full strength in his legs, but when he went to walk off, he turned to someone and pointed. I heard him say, "I got a bruised thigh." So he's bruised his thigh on his right leg, and that's what's got him injured. He seemed to even have a hard time when he was throwing, pushing off on his throat. So that's what it is. He's got a bruised right thigh.
We knew something was going on here. Third down, 14 yards to go from the Tiger 24-yard line. First down would come at the 38-yard line. First play of the fourth quarter, Wright will be in shotgun formation. He has Perry Denard flanked to his left. 4 wide receivers this time. No tight ends. Wright drops back. He looks. He's going to throw it late. It's complete to Jackson. Christian Jackson trying to break a tackle. He's running hard across the 30 up around the 32-yard line. That play picks up 8 yards, but the Tigers needed 14, and it's a punting situation for the Tigers. Doug, I was thinking about we have not seen the Tigers run a conventional screen pass tonight, have we? As hard as Andalusia's coming, you would think that was kind of a wide receiver delayed screen there. It was effective for 8 yards, but the Tigers needed more yardage than the 8 yards. Punt from Alvarez hits at the 40, but this time it takes an Andalusia bounce. It goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So a short punt that time with only 21 yards. So you talked about bad things happening in bunches, Doug. Kind of snowballed here because the shortest punt of the night that time puts Andalusia in potentially good field position.
Flag down at the 47-yard line.
So that will help. It's a holding penalty on Andalusia. So instead of the 43-yard line, it'll be the 33-yard line. But only 11-17. We talked about Andalusia's possessing the ball, even if they don't pick up the first down.
Keith, and he went back to the 40-yard line to mark that off. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's where it happened. But that's going to be even a bigger break there for the Tigers.
So first and 10 from the 33-yard line, 11-17 to go, 21-10. Andalusia leads. Quarterback keeper by Curry, And somehow he weaved his way through. It looked like he'd be tackled for no gain on that play, but instead he picks up 9 yards. He has been very sneaky on the running tonight. He's had a big night. He's over 100 yards rushing on the game.
Yeah, a lot of that coming in one carry, but they hadn't had to do it a lot. But
the clock is really the enemy of the Tigers at this point. It would be great if the Tigers could return the favor and score a quick defensive touchdown.
Yeah, they're using the 40-second clock now to their advantage. They're going to burn as much of it. I say that as soon as I say it, they call the play and up with 15 seconds on the play clock.
Curry takes it, just a quarterback keeper, straight up the middle, and he breaks tackles. He's going to get to midfield. So 8 yards on that. So 9 yards and 8 yards for the senior quarterback, Curry. Jalen Parker on the tackle for Eufaula. 10:25 and counting here in the fourth quarter. The Tigers need 2 touchdowns or a touchdown, 2-point conversion and field goal to draw back even or ahead in this game. Tigers led 7-0 in the first quarter and were driving for more points when a pick six tied the game at 7. Andalusia would take the lead on another pick six, and the Tigers have not led since. They fake the toss sweep. They give it to Jones. He turns the corner, and he'll run out of bounds. Should stop the clock with 40 at the 42-yard line with 9:47 to go.
But he got 7 yards on the carry.
They're just getting big chunk plays on first down. It's been 3 runs of 9, 8, 7. So if they should pick up 6 on this play, Doug. 9, 8, 7 on the 3 rushes. The Tiger defense has been good all night, but they need to force and get the ball back for the Tiger offense with time on the clock. Tight formation. Now it's in motion. Speak Curry off left tackle. He'll pick up his first down. He'll take it down to the 36-yard line.
6 yards, ain't it?
Yep.
How about a -6 this time? But you're saying 5 yards this time? It'll keep counting down. They won't get in the end zone. Tiger defense just lost that spunk up front. It's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
You don't see that happen very often, though. 9-yard gain, 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain, 6-yard gain on 4 consecutive runs here on this possession for Andalusia.
Tigers have got to stop them because any points on this drive, it's just too big of a hill. To those 14, 2 pick sixes is just going to be too much.
Toss sweep around the left end this time. Tigers are there. Bring him down for a loss. A loss on the play of 3 yards.
Yeah.
Let's start it the other way. Loss of 4.
Yeah. Look for him to go back to the air. Put some air up under the ball. Or maybe that quarterback boot again is his second long. Actually, I don't think they're going to do nothing too fancy here except make sure they burn off about another 2 or 3 minutes. Even if
that's what I was talking about is they are very deliberate about time of possession. You can tell that they really do things to shorten the game. 2nd down for Andalusia. Tight formation again. Curry takes a snap. He'll keep it. He's running to the left. He's in the open field. He'll run out of bounds, though. That stops the clock. He was pushed out of bounds by Jamyron Thomas after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 8. That worked in the Tigers' favor. It stops the clock with 8:17 to go here in the fourth quarter play. Still 11-point game, though, 21-10. But it'll be 3rd down and 8 in what might be, or probably is, 4-down territory for Andalusia.
All right, Jimmy, don't let them jump offside. Got a feeling that they hadn't done it in a little while, and we've
one of the reasons why Andalusia may run more time is they do huddle. They kind of do a little sugar huddle closer to the line of scrimmage, but they do huddle up. 5 seconds on the play clock, 3rd and 8 as they take the snap. Quarterback counter this time is Curry. Nothing fancier. No surprise. He's going to take it for an Andalusia touchdown.
We got to be one of the worst tackling teams in the state.
33 yards. 33 yards for the Andalusia touchdown. And that probably will do it, folks.
As the rain starts to fall, that doesn't help matters none either. Misty rain falling, you can see through the lights.
We have keyed so much on Jones, Doug. That's opened it up for Curry, and he is an able-bodied runner himself. They faked it going to the right. He countered, went back left, and he got around the end, had the speed to take it all the way. He broke a tackle down inside the 10, cut back inside, and was able to take it all the way for the touchdown. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 8:08 to go in the game, it's 28-10 Andalusia. This game.
Quit talking about the two pick sixes, because for the first time, even if you take those away, Andalusia would be ahead.
Doug, this game started off, it looked like Eufaula was going to run away with this game. They were up 7, going for another touchdown, it looked like. The pick six just turned the whole momentum of the game around, and it has not been the same game since.
2 years in a row.
And we may run the wishbone next year when we play Andalusia. Because honestly, we don't throw the ball. I mean, I know back you go to old school 40 years ago, you throw the ball, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. And without those 2 interceptions, you said we'd still be behind, but it was momentum that changed with those 2 interceptions.
Just a different ball club when you don't have the threat of Wright back there in the backfield. And as we say that, he does not go out on the kickoff here deep. It's Slaughter and number 4 back deep.
Ball's going to go in the end zone for a touchback. It's a very good kicker for Andalusia.
Tigers go out. They need to
score and hurry.
Yeah, well, they got to score. Period.
They're 3 scores behind with 8:08 to go. Still 3 timeouts for Eufaula. They need to score quickly.
Going into the wind in the fourth quarter also.
Perry Denard in the backfield with Wright. Wright drops back to throw. He's going to throw a tunnel screen over the left side. It's complete to Torrin Slaughter. Slaughter, it looked like he had something really working there, Doug. That play's still going to pick up about 10 yards on the play. That will stop the clock while they move the chains. Actually, we have a Tiger down on the field.
It's one of our linemen down.
But I've been very impressed. One of the big differences in this game, aside from the 2 interception returns for touchdown, Doug, has been the difference in the tackling.
Oh, I said on that last quarterback run for them, it looked like the worst tackling team in the state. It wasn't pretty.
I mean, we missed many tackles. Even though the Tiger defense has played well tonight up until the 80-yard touchdown pass, and then it's kind of opened things up for them. As we said, in the first half, there were 2 big runs by the quarterback Curry that gained 95 yards, but they finished with 91 yards of offense in the first half. In the second half, it's been a different story. It's an 80-yard touchdown pass on first down, following the Tiger field goal. And then that last drive was a 67-yard drive, culminating with a 33-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Curry.
He took a shot on his shoulder or something on the last punt that we did. I watched him, and he was slow about coming off. It was he just pushed the rusher to the outside, but it was almost like he did something. I don't know if that's what's wrong with him now, but like he did something to his shoulder or something on that play. I don't know. As he's holding his shoulder coming off there, it may be the same thing. He just aggravated again.
But aside, Doug, from that first possession of the game, the Tigers just have not found a lot of room. Everything has been a struggle. Even that 10-yard play, it looked like it was promising because a speedy Slaughter caught it from the slot with open field, but it closed down quickly. I'm very impressed with the speed of this Andalusia defense. Wright drops back. He's looked to throw. He throws it. It's high, and I believe it was caught. Nice reception over there by Zadavos.
9-yard gain on the reception.
I guess he came down inbounds, did not get out of bounds. The clock continues to run, but back-to-back completions for Eufaula. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from the 39-yard line. Clock running, 7:30 to go here in the 4th. Tigers in a deep hole here, down 18. 3-score lead for Andalusia. Wright takes a snap. Dropping back, they're going to throw the wide receiver screen. It's caught. It's complete by Jackson, but just that little bit that brought him inside gave that inside linebacker an opportunity to make the tackle, Doug. He had open field outside if he could have gotten one step away.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have had to jump so high for that reception, he could have broke to the outside a little bit sooner. He probably would have been off to the races, but it allowed the inside to catch back up to him.
13-yard gain as it stands. Tigers at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Wright dropping back, 3 straight completions. Wright's going to pull it down and try to run this time. He's going to take it out of bounds after a 3-yard gain up to midfield. That stops the clock with 6:55 to go. And it was a good job that time by Andalusia pulling up. It probably could have put a hit on Wright before he went out of bounds, but it was obvious Wright was taking it to the sidelines.
Well, if he does have a deep thigh bruise, like John Wayne said, at least he'll have almost 2 weeks to get it better.
2nd and 7 from midfield. Wright takes a low snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to pull it down now. He doesn't want to run. He throws it late. It's going to be intercepted. It's going to be a pick six. How many times do you see 3 interception returns for touchdowns in the same game?
People are going to look at this and watch the film, and they're going to be like, how in the world? The score just does not go with.
Well, that was a cardinal sin, and that was caused directly because of the injury to Wright. He would have normally run the ball there.
His lineman was telling him to run, but
he couldn't. You know, but in this situation, Doug, do you risk further injury to him, or do you go ahead and put Malik Lynn in or Ty McCoy and roll with them at that point, because you're playing with half of a Jalen Wright?
Yeah, especially now. You put in whoever.
So last year's game was 35-7. This one nowhere close to the way that game went last year, but it's 35-10. $50-yard interception return for touchdown. Andalusia had a 55-yard interception return for touchdown on their first points of the game, and a 15-yard interception return for touchdown. So they have 120 yards of interception returns in this game. Unfortunately, we channeled the Auburn LSU game from 1994, and that was 3 pick sixes in that game.
Yeah, I tell you, it's they'll get the whole defense will get player of the week from down that way from several publications, because their defense is the one that won the ball game for them here tonight.
I think I venture to say we've seen the last of Jalen Wright in this game.
Not because I hate to see him go out. I mean, he's a great ball player, but because
I'm not saying because of the.
Yeah, he's injured and he's limited to what he can do. And at this point, it's not worth him getting hurt worse.
There's a kickoff. It's going to come down. Slaughter at the 2-yard line. Bring it to the near sideline. Slaughter makes the first man miss. He crosses the 20. He'll run up the back of Tiger blocker go down the 25-yard line, or 24 is where they'll mark him down. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers from the 24. Just trying to run out the last 6:35 of this game, because this game has been decided. Tigers will fall to 4-1 in region play. Andalusia will improve to 4-0 in region play.
And Jalen Wright is going back out on the field.
Well, Doug, there's also a confidence factor. He's not playing full speed, full strength, I guess. Going to hand it off this time. It's going to be Perry Denard for a 1 yard gain. It's going to be intercept. It's going to be fumbled. It's going to be run in for another touchdown.
Andalusia needs to ride right across the bridge over there and buy a lottery ticket while they're here tonight.
I tell you what, Doug, they need to get all of it out of their system in this game because this game has been decided and they have made more mistakes with turnovers tonight than the entire season combined. Maybe the last 2 years. I don't know what it is about the Bulldogs and the Tigers, but the Tigers helped them last year with turnovers. That was one of our keys to the game. This is kind of like a nightmarish type situation here.
One of them situations you can't do nothing right.
.906 Central Time, 6:26 on the clock.
Hey, that wasn't in that Auburn script.
No.
It's almost like Oprah's running the defense tonight. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. But I will say this. Part of it's due – now, the interception's not so much, but that one there, someone really laid a lick on Denard right as he received the handoff. And part of that is due to the fact they know that there's no threat of the quarterback run.
Yeah, they caught on to that early with the blitzing of the safeties, and just after that second drive, they knew Wright was not going to keep the ball, and that made things a lot simpler for them.
It'd be interesting to know when he got that deep thigh bruise because he returned the opening kickoff. He had a 15-yard run on that first drive, and then he had one. I think he only had one other carry after that. So this will be the first. This will be.
Go ahead.
I was going to say this will be the first game this year that Wright has not accounted for any of the touch. I mean, Tucker's only scored one touchdown, but he didn't have a touchdown running or passing. How many times do you see one team with 12 possessions, another team with 8 possessions, but the team with 8 possessions has 6 touchdowns on the board, but only 2 of them were scored by their offense? I will say this is the first time that we've done a game that we've seen anything like that.
No, I know how LSU felt.
Here's a kick. It's going to come down to Slaughter at the 20-yard line. Slaughter bringing it back up the middle. And they're going to hold him to a 13-yard return. Actually, a 12-yard return. They'll spot him at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure we didn't get away with a block in the back also.
And Doug, don't look now, but Jalen Wright's back in the game. With the timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout, be back after this commercial break.
You seeing this? 10-4.
That's a deal so good it's downright criminal.
Beef O'Grady's new Steakhouse Thursday. Choose a ribeye steak sandwich, cowboy steak salad, or Philly cheesesteak. Just $12.99 every Thursday at Beef's.
See you at Beef's.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest, most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today at 230 South Eufaula Avenue in Eufaula, or in Clayton at 16 South Midway Street, or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Doug, we talked about it all season, how important Jalen Wright was to this football team and how important it was for him to stay healthy. We saw tonight just how important that was. Without the threat of a Jalen Wright run, this Tiger offense has kind of screeched to a halt. Perry Denard off right tackle, running determined and hard. He'll take it forward for 5 yards.
6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this game. We talked about things coming in bunches. It's time for that bunch to be over. Let's have something good happen now.
Well, Malik Lynn is in at quarterback now, the sophomore, and it would be nice for him to quarterback a scoring drive here to close this game out. It won't change the outcome of this game other than now Colin Cruz is in at running back for Eufaula. It'll be Cruz. No, it's going to be Malik Lynn on keeper around the right end, and there you go.
See what a difference a healthy quarterback can make. It's like going 11 on 11 instead of 11 on 10.
So Lynn's keeper from the 37-yard line to Eufaula down to the 47-yard line. So 16 yards on that keeper by Malik Lynn. Tiger first down will be first and 10 from the 47. Fumble in the backfield. Lynn picks it up. He's going to be tackled back on the Eufaula side of midfield back to the 48-yard line. That play is going to lose 5 yards.
To make matters worse, our band plays while our offense is calling signals.
Hasn't been the sharpest night for the program in general. Somebody played who let the dogs out after a big Andalusia play earlier. Not very good timing. Second down and 15. Low snap. Lynn keeps it. He makes a nice move to make a man miss in the backfield. He does carry it forward for a positive 3 yards. It brings up third down and 12 with 4:20 clock running here in the fourth quarter.
I'm not sure what's going on, but the last couple of snaps, they put Lynn in trouble as soon as it snapped. They're just not getting it back there to him. It's a normal center out there snapping, but, Keith, as a former quarterback, the last thing you want to do is be reaching down around your ankles to pick up the ball and then see what's going on.
Good snap that time. Lynn looking to throw. They connected for a touchdown last week. Nice catch up high for it. It'll be short of a first down, but a nice reception that time. We'll have to see who made it. We can't see him because the player's on the sideline. He has not gotten up yet. Last week it was Chance McElroy with a nice 19-yard touchdown reception.
All night long you could have drawn them off sides. I don't know if you want to do that with a new quarterback or not, but we'll see.
It's an 8-yard gain on that pass play, fourth down and 4. Lynn's going to run a quarterback draw. He should have his first down. He takes it inside the 35. He'll go down to the 32-yard line. So 9-yard run by McCoy. And the sophomore quarterback,
Lynn,
picks up the first down.
I think you said McCoy. I think it was Lynn.
It was Lynn, yeah. So under 3 minutes now, 2:56 and counting.
Slaughter split out to the right. You got the sophomore.
Going to hand it to Colin Cruz. Cruz breaks the line of scrimmage, takes it inside the 30 to the 29. It'll be a short gain of 3. Keeps the clock in motion. So the Tigers will fall to 4-1 in region play. Andalusia improves to 4-0. Tigers have a huge game in 2 weeks in Troy. It was 24-6. Andalusia defeated Charles Henderson last week in Andalusia. So the Tigers will have to heal up and be ready to play in 2 weeks against the Charles Henderson Trojans. Lynn's going to have to. They have tipped more balls tonight, Doug. I don't know what it is about that, but we have had more passes tipped at the line of scrimmage than a normal game.
I don't know. They're getting their hands up, but our linemen ought to be putting something on them where they can't do that. Or I don't know. Just
and the clock runs on the incomplete pass, which is okay with me, but unless someone told them to do that, that's just incompetence on the clock operator.
We may be at the running clock point here.
Hand off to Cruz in the backfield. That's a loss of 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 10. 1:30 and counting.
It's a shame on such an important night. The Tigers don't fare no better than they did, and people just don't know what a good running back or what a difference it makes when Jalen's at full strength. Because, Keith, you got to think about it. There's probably eyes on this game tonight, and in all honesty, if you watched Eufaula in this performance tonight, they wouldn't sniff the top 10 for a long time if I was a voter. It's just they couldn't do anything right.
And let's talk about credit to our defensive coaching staff coming in with a plan to stop the Andalusia run.
Did a good job.
They stopped the Andalusia running backs. If you look at what the running backs had, and as Malik Lynn takes it around the end on 4th and 10, he'll pick up 8. That clock is down to 42 seconds as Andalusia will take over. So your final score tonight, barring a long touchdown run or pass from Andalusia or a defensive touchdown, will be 42-10. But we're not going to take time to tally up the final stats. But Doug, I would venture to say that the Andalusia running backs finished with less than 20 yards rushing tonight.
Yeah, the quarterback's the only one that had decent yardage, but just one of those nights.
Jose Curry, the senior quarterback, with 139 yards rushing. As Andalusia goes to victory formation, that'll do it.
Take one away from him, Rusty, as he downs that ball. That's the only way. Rough night for the Tigers. Clock will run down. They won't have to snap it again. 38 seconds on the play clock, 24 seconds on the game clock.
They will snap it one more time, apparently. Or maybe not.
Their offense ought to go over and carry their defense off the field as their defense played an outstanding game.
Did not see this one coming. As Andalusia comes into Eufaula at Tiger Stadium and comes away with a 32-point victory tonight. 4 touchdowns for the Andalusia defense in this game. Just unprecedented. Boy, the key to the game, Doug, if you want to put, as we wait on John Wayne to catch up to Coach Jernigan, we said no turnovers. No turnovers, especially not turnovers that lead directly to points, and that's what we saw tonight.
Let's say John Wayne's out ready for Coach Jernigan. We'll just go ahead and add him to the stage and get some comments from John Wayne.
Coach is busy right now. Got a little mouth running, but you know what happens when you rival is you're both at the top of the league and you don't get that kind of thing. I'll see him over here. I'll give him just a few minutes over here. Coach, tough night for the Tigers. But we knew coming in the turnovers would be the difference in these two teams. They were so equal. And unfortunately, those turnovers came on our side. Defense played a great ball game. On the positive, we got 13 days to get well. It was obvious to everybody that our quarterback wasn't 100%. It made a difference in his throwing, in his running, and it's just having to stand there. You know, the turnovers were the killer in this ball game. 13 days to get back healthy, get back on track. go to Troy, and take what we know is ours. We did not come out on this with the team that we know that we have.
No, we did, like you said, defense played a hell of a ball game. I mean, we had a bust here and there in the second half, but for the most part, they played good. Offense didn't do really nothing on offense at all. Like you said, the turnovers really, and we just can't have it. We're not good enough to turn the ball over and just come back and down on big to try to win the game.
Right. So it was obvious Wright was hurt. I see a few other guys, offensive linemen. Terry Denard played his heart out. I know he was hurt as well. Several guys are hurt, so we get them back, get them well, get them back on track because they have the heart of a Tiger, and I know they're winners. They'll always be winners.
Yeah, like you said, we were banged up now. I got to go see the status on my big freshman, Jackson Winslow. I think he's going to get X-rays right now on his knee and stuff like that. And Jalen won 100%. I think he got a pocket too early in the game, so he can move like that like he wanted to. But we got to get. Good thing we got a bye week coming up, and we got, like you said, we got 13 days to go on the Charleston.
Right. And we're still the Mighty Tigers. We ain't gonna give up on that.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers. Okay, guys, there you have it.
We appreciate it, John Wayne.
Thank you, John Wayne.
So the bye week couldn't come at a better time, Doug and Jimmy. Tigers with some injuries tonight, banged up, not just physically but emotionally probably after just the way this game went. So gonna have to get the heads right and be ready to take on the Charles Henderson Trojans next week in Troy. So not next week, but
2 weeks.
2 weeks actually. 13 days away. It'll be the last two games of the season will be Thursday night games for the Tigers. It will be the 23rd and the 30th. The final home game and finally regular season game will be against Early County. The Bobcats come in here on October 30th. The next game will be the 23rd of October. It'll be there'll be no coaches show this week. There'll be no
Pick'em show.
Bank on It with Sarge this week either. It'll be off week for the entire broadcast. We'll be back on the air the following week. Bank on It with Sarge Monday night. I don't know the date on that. Be what, the 19th?
Monday week.
Yeah, Monday week. And then Chick-fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show on Tuesday night. Any final comments on this one?
Appreciate Jimmy and Rusty being here helping us out tonight as Charles is on vacation.
Well, that'll do it. We hope we wish Charles and Cindy safe travels as they see the country over the next few days. We appreciate John Wayne handling the sideline for us, Jimmy on the camera, Rusty doing stats for us tonight. For Doug Apple, I'm Keith Brown. Wish you a good night and a great weekend. Go Tigers.